is PFC 27. Our opening fight is brought to you by Thompson Law Firm in 2021. Thompson Law Firm recovered 39 of the top 100 settlements in Texas. If you have been injured, please call 1-800-LION-LAW. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 5 rounds for the PFC Amateur Flyweight Championship. Introducing to you first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a perfect record of 5 wins, opposite no defeats. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing officially at 124.5 pounds. Fighting out of Plainview, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the challenger, Dominique Herrera. And across the PFC steel, his adversary, the champion. He's a mixed martial artist holding a record of 7 wins, opposite 4 defeats. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing officially at already 125 pounds. Joining us from Monterrey, Mexico, by way of River Oaks, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the defending champion, Brian 12-ounce Mendoza.
Well, we kick off PFC 27 with 5 championship bouts. Amateurs are defending their gold tonight. Brian Mendoza, Dominique Herrera. Flyweight strap on the line, and Dominique immediately comes out and establishes the center of the cage.
Yeah, I'm surprised he took the pressure that fast. Usually it's Brian coming forward more.
Beautiful leg kicks early on by both fighters.
Yeah, hard leg kicks already. I like how Brian's circling away from the cage. Dominic really wants to put the pressure on him.
And Dominic is really looking to land that straight right down the pipe. Brian doing a nice job, though, with setting up those leg kicks. Trying to take away the base of Herrera.
A little feeling out process here. A couple kicks have landed, but nothing too substantial from Dominic, although he does have a little range right here.
Brian doing a great job, though, at trying to take away that base of Herrera.
Right, and there he goes for the takedown. Doesn't quite get it, but follows up with a heavy shot.
And you know, in a few of his last fights, Brian's last fights, it seems that he started really fast and maybe had a little bit trouble continuing that cardio.
Adrenaline dump,
yeah, and so I feel like he might be being smart and just, you know, easing into the fight.
Picking his shots a little more.
He got plenty of time. Ooh, big miss.
Both guys with the heavy leg kicks, though, their legs are going to be hurting tomorrow.
This fight brought to you by Thompson Law Group, 1-800-LION-LAW. Amateur flyweight title on the line, 5 3-minute rounds. Brian Mendoza, Dominique Herrera. Heavy pressure early on in this first round from Herrera.
Moving well, though, not getting trapped on the fence. So while he is drifting, he's not getting himself trapped in a bad position. Nice.
Lands a beautiful overhand right is Brian Mendoza. Just misses with another one. Gets the takedown.
Great control to the takedown.
Straight to the head, Norm.
Transitions to mount.
Very quick transition.
And
Looking
big
in this
shots
quickly.
with 40 seconds to go here. Those are
Big
heavy
strikes.
shots.
He may be able to get it done in round 1.
The ref is starting to step in a little bit here.
Dominic is just covering. He's looking at Turtle, but he's just not
Great
able to make that
control
turn.
by Brian.
Establishing that
Herrera
position.
saying he's good on bottom, but those are heavy
He's got to
shots.
start moving or this ref will stop the fight. 15 seconds to go in round 1. Brian Mendoza looking to remain the champ and get it done in the first round.
Straight to mount again by Brian. Wow, those shots are heavy.
And Dominic Herrera survives the first round.
I would hope they said, you know, let's establish that jab and throw something behind it. We haven't done that yet, and his length is what he's going to need to probably use, seeing as the takedowns are not looking in his favor.
Round 2 of our 5 potential rounds. Dominic coming out with the heavy pressure again. And again, Mendoza back with those leg kicks, trying to chop away at that lead leg.
Oh, big overhand, just misses from Mendoza. They really want Brian to go back for those body locks again. They see that's an opening there with the way Dominic's standing, I believe, and how he's coming forward with the pressure.
Brian Mendoza has the underhook with Herrera up against the cage. Herrera doing a great job at reversing Mendoza.
Mendoza has the double underhook, so should be able to, yeah. Nice striking on the break. Dominic is not deterred, though. He continues to move forward. I mean,
yeah, just relentless with that pressure.
a little more.
Beautiful overhand right there. Herrera acknowledges it. Typically a sign that you got me.
And he comes back with one.
Beautiful step-in elbow, just misses for Herrera.
Good movement by Brian not to get stuck on the cage again.
I still just want to see Dominic throw a couple jabs. His range establishment
Big
seems to be a little bit difficult. Those big swings.
Yeah, big swings by Mendoza.
Herrera lands with a straight right there.
Crisp one, too.
And you know, you have to remember, still plenty of time. You know, it's
Yeah,
just
we
the
still
second
have
round.
3 rounds left.
Mendoza lands again with that leg kick, chopping away.
That was a heavy jab, too, that Herrera stepped into.
Beautiful teep kick there by Herrera. 10 seconds to go in our second round. Mendoza lands a nasty straight right. And that'll do it for our second round. Beautiful body kick there by Herrera. Just grazes Mendoza with that straight 2.
Oh, and Mendoza straight in for that. Oh, almost gets the takedown there.
I like that a lot, though. When he fails, he doesn't just abandon. You know, there's punches, great takedown there.
Interesting decision, though, for Herrera to pull guard on that takedown. It looked like he had the opportunity to circle away.
I think it was a really good transition from Mendoza because Herrera kind of stuffed the shot at first and then kind of gave up like his back there for a second.
No, I think Herrera is very confident in his jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Looking to set up.
Both guys have very good jiu-jitsu.
Mendoza keen to it, though.
Very strong pressure on top.
Yeah.
Very strong pressure
Very
on top.
controlling from Brian right here to be able to settle in that.
And this is where things get difficult
side
when you're a
control.
longer guy. You have a shorter, stronger, you know, top pressure
Just
on
heavy,
top of you.
yeah.
Make him carry you. Left knee's gonna shin right. Keep your weight heavy on the backside.
There you hear Mark De La Rosa, UFC veteran, in the corner of the champion Mendoza, telling his pupil heavy pressure on top, make him carry the weight.
And Herrera's still throwing from bottom here. Just enough to be annoying.
He's looking for that triangle multiple occasions. Has the overhook on the right arm, but lets it go. And Mendoza just relentless with the pressure, looking to pass here.
Oh, Herrera with the
Herrera
sweep.
looking for the sweep, and he gets it. Both fighters back up to their feet.
Was able to use it to get up. Doesn't solidify the top position, but
Just under a minute to go in our third round.
and Mendoza with the
looking for
double.
And he
the
gets him to
finish.
the ground.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Herrera looking to
finish.
wall walk though, and it scrambles up.
Great job getting back up to his feet, looking for a knee bar here.
Just the length of Herrera made it really difficult for Mendoza to finish that there.
This
Scrambly.
is a scramble, guys. This is amazing.
Very
To open
high
it
level
out.
wrestling exchanges here. Herrera lands back on top in the mount position. Landing some ground and pound on Mendoza, trying to steal the round. Has the arm under the chin. He may be able to get the finish.
Short period. He doesn't have the hips, though. Pierce is going to be peeling him into the cage. Brian does an amazing job of defending that with just a short period of time left here in the round.
And we move into the championship rounds. Well, championship rounds are underway.
Not
Ooh, nasty shot there by Herrera. It may have hurt Mendoza. He looks a little wobbled on his feet. Let's see if he can recover.
Mix it up. Go, go, go.
and Herrera going back to his pressure here.
Let's go, Daniel.
Beautiful
That big
step-in
elbow.
elbow there by Herrera.
Feel his underhook.
And Herrera tries to go for his own takedown here against the fence.
The elbow over the top. Off the cage. He can feel his underhook.
Both guys have an over-under here against the cage.
And this is exactly what Mendoza wants, depending on how bad he was hurt from that shot. Gives him time to recover.
Looks like Brian's trying to sync up a guillotine here.
Hey, turn the snap. Turn the snap.
Looks like he does have it blocked in, but
Wasn't able to get it, but ended up turning him off the cage.
Turn his body up. Jack, you're under control. Jack, you're under control. Get ready for the separation.
And Mendoza to the double unders here. Doesn't quite solidify it.
Got some pummeling going on up against the cage. Herrera looking to get this fight to the ground.
You can take off from here with that hand trap. You can still finish that. Clear from within. You just gotta kill the wizard.
and you can hear
Let's go, Daniel.
Brian's coaches there trying to give him a little advice. Mark, you got a little bit of words in his ear there. It's always nice to be in your corner and be able to hear your coach. And it seems to be he's okay here. I mean, a sneaky little elbow there.
Oh, that
And
one
those
got
elbows,
him, yeah.
Watch your leg. He's gonna shoot.
Both fighters exchange kicks. Just under a minute to go in our fourth round of this championship bout. Beautiful straight two by Mendoza.
And that got Herrera's attention a little bit. He started to back up a little bit with that big overhand from Mendoza.
Yeah, the pressure hasn't stopped,
Check
but
hook
it's
there by
Yeah,
Herrera.
right back to it.
slowed a little.
Just misses with that overhand right. Beautiful
Those
step
big
in elbow
elbows.
again. Herrera has had massive success with those elbows.
Oh,
Looking to steal the round. Opening bout, Brian Mendoza, Dominique Herrera, amateur flyweight strap on the line. Fifth and final round.
That burst there at the end of that round might have taken a little bit of wind out of the sails. That's
I mean, they're both tired. It's the fifth round.
It's true, but it's the only round Dominic has not come right out and pushed immediately
Right,
forward.
yeah.
Which I feel is a mistake. The thing he was doing best was
Yeah,
staying
he
right
should
in his
keep
face.
that pressure.
Yes.
Herrera looking to time those elbows and that overhand right with the counter shots. But Mendoza doing a great job at continuing with those leg kicks.
Those are adding up. You can see Herrera's leg is
Just,
very red.
Yeah, just beet red.
Some blood coming out of the nose of the champion.
Herrera looks like he's trying to set up more of those elbows.
Chin down. Get ready to check the time. There you go.
A little bit slower pace this round compared to the last 4.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it's been very, very high pace, so I think it's to be expected.
Yeah, it's fair.
He's looking for one big shot, Daniel.
They're just moving fast for their weight. They're still moving fast, let's be frank. Got another great leg kick.
Herrera really looking to land that one shot and shut the lights out of Brian Mendoza.
Big
Beautiful leg kick.
Yep. That one was heavy.
Mendoza fires one back.
Less than a minute here to go.
Creative striking there from Herrera, but Mendoza keen to those combinations.
Ooh. Strong body kick.
25 seconds, dog. Let's go. Let's work.
Brian's continuing to circle on the cage, just trying not to get pressured. Only a few seconds to go here. And with the takedown, beautiful leg kick catch.
Ooh. Awkward transition there, almost for a heel hook, but then fell out.
Beautiful way to end the fight there.
That
for
will
Brian.
do it for our Flyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance of 5 championship rounds, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. Judge Seth Fuller scores the contest 47-47, a draw. Overruled by judges Abril Atomweight and Richie Stillwagon, who have the fight 49-46 for your winner by majority decision. And still, the PFC Amateur Flyweight Champion, Brian 12-ounce Mendoza.
I'm here with your champion, Brian Mendoza. Brian, it was a very tough fight. He landed some clean shots, caused a little bit of blood to come out of your nose. What was the game plan coming in here, and was anything surprising to you at all?
He's a game fighter. That's it. Other than that, I had a rough fight camp, a lot of family issues, a lot of personal turmoil. So I didn't give you my best performance, but from here on, we move up. I want to thank mi familia, mis amigos. Ustedes son mi orgullo. Ustedes son la razón por la que peleo. Amo a todos mis amigos y mi familia, my coaches. I love you all, but I got a lot of stuff to deal with back home, and I'm going to take a little bit of time off. That's all I want to say. I want to thank the promotion. Johnny, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for anything I did wrong. You're a great boss. I'm sorry for what I did earlier in the weigh-in, so I apologize to Pete. I hope to keep fighting for you guys in the future.
Well, they say you're not a champion until you defend the strap. You definitely did that tonight. And still, the amateur lightweight champion, or flyweight champion of the world, Brian Mendoza, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is 5 rounds for the PFC Amateur Featherweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a perfect record that consists of 4 wins against no defeats. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing officially at 144 1/2 pounds. Joining us from Lubbock, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Lee the Freak Show Fragoso. And across the PFC cage, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a Kung Fu fighter holding a record of 8 wins against 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing officially at already 144 pounds. Joining us from Mount Pleasant, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, this is Matthew Rocky Scoggin.
Well, we are set for 5 3-minute rounds in this amateur featherweight championship between Rocky Scoggins and Lee Fragoso. One man will leave the champion, and this crowd in Frisco, Texas believes that that man is Rocky Scoggins. Fragoso comes out, establishes control, lands a nasty shot on Scoggins early on.
Oh, and straight to the takedown from Rocky.
Works that outside trip. Great.
Yep, gets the finish.
Didn't like what he saw on his feet and immediately went to the all-natural grappling abilities, looking to set up an arm triangle here.
Wow.
So
and
strong.
immediately steps over, has it locked in.
It already looks
It's
tight.
I
mean, that control, everything is beautiful from Rocky right now.
Rocky's just showing how elite he is on the ground right now, because Lee is no slouch.
Looking to step over. I mean, this is tight.
Yeah, he has it locked in, but we don't see it very often finished from mount.
No, and he's not locking the actual hand in. He's still just gable gripping and pulling heavy. Now, Lee would be wise to get his feet on that cage.
Yeah.
Use that to roll.
Lee answering the phone here and gets out of the submission, but Scoggins immediately
Lee's looking
grabs
to
that
get
far
high
side wrist.
on that underhook, but doesn't quite get it. Rocky's just able to stay in mount so well, keep his hips in, keep his posture up and throw.
And every time Fragoso looks to sit up, Rocky does a fantastic job at grabbing that post arm.
That length is just so hard to deal with that grip there. Such a good grip. The Dagestani wrist grab, or whatever they're calling it now.
Dagestani wrist grab, yeah.
And Fragoso is and he's going for broke to get out of this position, as he should. And Rocky is just giving him
Rocky just has the right answers.
Yeah.
Lee might set up on that single leg, though.
He's committed to it. Looks like he might give up his back, but he has the underhook.
Fragoso able to get back to his feet.
Hey, got a little bit what we asked for there. That was a pretty high-level grappling exchange there.
And I mean, honestly, the strength and the skill set for Fragoso for being able to get someone like Rocky Scoggins back to their feet.
And with a big takedown of his own.
There it is, Lee.
Rocky right into that mission control position.
Put your hand on it. Put your hand on it.
Oh, wow. He might lock up this triangle here.
He's got it locked up. Can he get the arm
Turning
over?
that corner hard. Oh, those legs are got to be cutting deep.
This looks tight.
10 seconds
All he's got to do is hang on. Short time.
10 seconds to go. Can Fragoso survive?
Rocky trying to transition that armbar.
Oh, wow.
And Lee,
He survives.
warrior.
Fragoso makes it out of the round.
So Lee knows what he's got to face now. Wonder how he comes out this round.
Second round of 5 potential. Rocky immediately back to that wrestling. And Craig, what does Fragoso need to do in these exchanges differently than what he did in the first round?
Well, I think realistically, right now he's doing a really good job of making sure that he was staying low and keeping his underhooks. I would not engage into Rocky's guard. I feel like that might be a mistake, but you land that ground and pound. But here again, Rocky's going to start climbing that guard up.
He just sets up that beautifully. It looks like he's setting up the triangle here again. He's going to try to throw his right leg over. But Lee's doing a good job here.
And this is where that length of Rocky just becomes so difficult to deal with.
Fregosa able to slip out. But Rocky immediately goes back and establishes that control.
Oh, is he out? No.
Looking to
He's
lock up
trying.
that triangle, but Fregosa keen to it. And if I'm Fregosa, I'm letting Scoggins up.
I agree. And I mean, I feel like he's gonna, this is a lot of effort out of Rocky. Rocky's gone for broke a couple times now.
Yeah, and he does not want to be stuck in that triangle again, because a few more seconds of that last round, it could have been over.
But you also have to ask, how hard did Rocky squeeze his legs?
Are you right?
Because
Well-
right now, the ground and pound from Lee is scoring. Nice
Yeah.
jerk to try to pass as he circles into that half guard position. And I mean, just keeping peppering, body, body, head. Keep it going.
Leg out. Get the bottom leg out. Give me wrist control. Pulling into you. Up kick now. Up kick.
Great up kick by Rocky there.
Knees close to your chest. Out.
Lee's looking for that big right when he comes down. He wants that right hand coming hard.
Yeah, and he's landing very heavy here.
Oh, he's undoubtedly winning. the round.
Fregosa looking to land some ground and pound here. A lot of these shots are landing on the arms of Rocky Scoggins. Oh, big! And eats a nasty up kick.
That's the danger there when you're trying to go through someone's guard.
Control his posture, Rock. No more damage here, Rock. No more damage. Don't waste your energy. Just control posture. Hands around, boy.
Yeah, Lee absolutely seems prepared for that close guard. He's thought about how to deal with that.
He's obviously worked through it in camp, and his coaches are telling him the right things to do.
Well, the chants in the Frisco Comerica Arena are chanting Rocky Scoggins. Can he get it done in the third round? Eats some nasty shots there from Fregosa on the way in.
Give me more straights, Lee. More straights. Jab cross, come on.
And you can hear Lee's corner asking him more strikes, more strikes.
Pressing counter.
But if he gets too aggressive with those strikes, Rocky's going to lock up that body lock and get a takedown.
And back to what Brad was talking about last round, but what Lee is doing well is he's getting to that underhook and he's staying low.
Right, yeah, keeping that shoulder low.
Yep, that shoulder low. And
But
there it is.
Guard.
Rocky
It's
pulls
hard
guard.
to avoid going to the ground when you've got somebody as talented as Rocky Scoggins pulling guard like that and immediately moving in to that mission control position.
You can see Lee being very smart with his left hand, keeping the elbow wide so Rocky can't flare his leg over the top and get into that. He's trying to get that leg over.
Yeah, if Lee just keeps his arm here, he's good. But
Yeah.
right when it's not there, he's going to get a triangle locked up on him.
One of the biggest mistakes people make in these 10th planet positions is they panic and move, and that's what they need.
Yeah,
You know,
just
so you
stay
got to
put.
stay, heavy pressure.
Turn your hip, Lee. Turn
Not in a great spot, but not in a bad spot.
Lee, turn, follow his hips, Lee. Follow his hips.
Oh.
Flat.
Rocky's just eating that. Oh, little
Bring your knee up.
go-go.
Okay, Lee, let's get some pounding.
Lee's got to be careful not to eat another one of those up kicks.
Be relentless, Lee. Be relentless. Come on. Come on. Get through. Just be aggressive and cut through.
Rocky looking for his own
Takedown from
takedown.
Rocky.
He gets it. Immediately transitions to side control. And this is a very tough position for Lee Fregosa to be in
Now
right
he
now.
has that arm trapped. He could force a Von Flew, but I don't know if he can put enough pressure on the left shoulder because of the. Oh, he's going to go mount.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Lee doing a great job.
Great
Both
job by
fighters
Lee.
back to their feet.
oh. I think that that might have hurt Rocky a little bit more than he's letting on to.
Just misses with that straight right. Lee lands a beautiful right hand there. 10 seconds to go in this third round. Guillotine choke here by Fregosa.
Gonna be hard to finish on the taller man.
Championship rounds, fourth round of this amateur featherweight title bout. Lee Fregosa, Rocky Scoggins. Beautiful teep kick there by Scoggins. Fregosa fires back with his own leg kick.
Nice front head kick there, partially blocked.
Some damage being done here on Rocky. Rocky fires back and just misses with his own shot.
Good head movement by Rocky here.
Lee looks like he's setting up a flurry. He just kind of just looks like he wants to get in there and really scrap with him. It's hard to do with a guy as long as Rocky, though, as he evades and moves. But there, yeah.
Both fighters extremely exhausted, but Fregosa firing some shots on Scoggins up against the cage. Lands a beautiful straight two. Both fighters' mouths wide open, doing a ton of mouth breathing here in these championship rounds.
Lee's really looking to land some heavy shots, though.
Yeah, he wants those exchanges. He knows he can outland in those multiple punch exchanges.
Yeah, he's just more busy than Rocky on the feet.
Rocky fires back with his own straight two. Fregosa in with a flurry of punches.
Yeah, Rocky will land one good one, and then Lee will land 4 or 5 back on him.
Just under a minute to go in this fourth round. Fregosa relentless with the pressure on Scoggins.
Yeah, I feel at this point.
And again, Scoggins pulls guard.
Every round.
I know it's the best option for him. It's just sometimes as a coach, you see somebody do that and you're like, oh. But at this point, you can tell he doesn't have much for him on his feet.
Just under 10 seconds to go in this fourth round.
He's got to be careful with those up kicks while he's on his knees.
Well, we will move to the fifth and final round. Well, who has enough to dig deep and pull out the win? We are about to find out. Fifth and final round, Rocky Scoggins, Lee Fregosa, amateur featherweight strap is on the line, and one man will become the champion. Less than 3 minutes away from finding out, and Lee Fregosa establishing center control of the cage. Scoggins fires a beautiful lead kick there to the body.
Big flurry by Lee.
Ooh, Lee is teeing off right now. Clinched and stopped by Rocky.
Rocky really needs to circle off the cage here.
Well, and one of the challenges is how flat-footed Rocky is up against the cage, and Fregosa is just cutting him off and landing some nasty shots. But a beautiful check, left hook there, lands for Scoggins. And I imagine he's probably going to try to pull guard here again.
Yeah, Lee is being very smart about making sure he maintains an underhook in every clinch.
Just missing with that head kick is Scoggins.
Lee with the head pressure here. Very nice. just able to control where Rocky goes.
Just missing is Scoggins. Step in elbow there.
And the body lock attempt by Lee. And the trip. Wow.
Nice trip.
Has to be careful with that up kick coming though.
Don't let him up. Don't let him up.
Let him get close.
He's doing a better job here controlling Rocky's.
Just under a minute to go.
And this is smart by Lee.
Yeah.
Let him up.
Just
You're
controlling
winning.
the feet, let him up. Just
The
keep
only
winning
danger
the round.
you've been in is that position. So
Right.
Rocky with a little sense of
Big
desperation.
shots by Lee.
He knows he's got a short time to get this one.
30 seconds remaining. The crowd is chanting Rocky Scoggins. Both fighters exceptionally exhausted. Heavy body shots by Fragoza here. Somebody's got to dig deep.
Huge haymakers by Lee to end that round.
And that'll do it.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 championship rounds, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. Judge at Kate's side says Fuller has it 47-47, a draw. Overruled by the other 2 judges who have it 49-46 for your winner by majority decision, Lee, the Freak Show Fragoso.
Well, I am here with your winner and new champion, Lee Fragoza. That was a fantastic fight. What surprised you about what you saw out of Rocky Scoggins compared to what you were anticipating?
Man, he had better striking than I thought he would. He's a lot stronger than I thought he'd be. But in the end, that didn't even matter because I've been working my ass off. And I want to give a special shout out to EXO Xavier Voice. Without you, I wouldn't be here right now. Glory to God, of course. And I'm so happy to be here right now.
Well, unfortunately, in your last bout, you should have won the title, weren't able to because of a weight cut issue. You redeemed yourself tonight. Talk to me about how good it feels to now be the official champion here in PFC.
Man, everyone knew I was the champion before. And man, let me tell you, it sucks to lose that way, to lose a belt that way. But I have no one else to be but myself. I gotta tell you, I've always been the underdog when I fight. But I think I proved everyone wrong today. I'm the best fighter in this division. Now who's gonna stop me?
Well, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner and new featherweight champion, Lee Fragoza. Here is Ray.
Well,
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our featured prelim matchup here as we have 5 rounds. This one scheduled for the PFC Bantamweight Championship. It's all brought to you by TipShare, the ultimate platform for restaurant professionals. Check them out today at gettypshare.com. Introducing to you first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. She is the challenger. She's a wrestler holding a perfect record of 3 wins against no defeats. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing officially at 134 pounds. Fighting out of Springfield, Missouri by way of Denver, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the contender, Skylar Havoc Maverick. And her opponent across the PFC steel, fighting out of the red corner. She holds a record of 4 wins against the single defeat, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing officially also at already 134 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas. She is the reigning and defending PFC Amateur Bantamweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Shanna Showtime Gomez.
Well, our early prelim main event is underway. Shauna Gomez, Skylar Maverick, amateur bantamweight gold on the line. 5 3-minute rounds.
No glove tag.
Ooh!
Big 1-2 already from
Shauna
Shauna.
lands a nasty shot. Skylar fires back with her own.
Big kicks from Shauna here already. Skylar's just trying to get back to her jab and get her feet underneath her here.
Hasn't been able to establish much, just being outpaced at the moment.
Give me a level change, a real level change, and go.
Skylar seems
And Shauna is just piecing
Shauna's
her up.
big shots on the entries.
Beautiful combinations from the champion there.
Skylar just seems a little nervous here. Curious to see if she'll start picking it up as the round goes on.
And
Yes, go. 1, 2.
you can see that Skylar's already a little busted up there, a little blood coming from the nose or the mouth. That first exchange. A big right there that lands for her, though. Another jab followed up.
This is what happens when we're first.
Nice body shot from Shauna.
Come on. Now. And finish when you're ready.
Ooh,
Big left hand from Shauna.
The ladies are throwing the leather.
Shauna's boxing
Come on,
looks
go, go.
absolutely
Cross and
crisp.
go, cross and go. Cross and
It
go.
looks much improved, I have to say. It's just really gotten much more. She's sitting on those punches well and delivering power and even her jab.
Come on. Yes. Again. Go across. Again.
But
Yes.
Skylar with a huge.
Beautiful right hand there by Skylar.
And Shauna with the takedown. But Skylar possibly has that locked in, but she doesn't quite have it because Shauna has the right angle on
I
that.
need a frame. I need a frame, Skylar. Let go of the guillotine. What do we do? Yes, go. Move on. Go, go, go. Get it. Get it. Go ahead. Up, up, up. Put feet on the hips. Both feet on hips. Push, push, push.
Looking for
Skylar's
an
trying to
armbar
lock
here.
up the armbar.
She's got it.
Put your legs
She's got it locked in.
It looks deep, but she's doing the right things, putting the pressure on Skylar's head here with her knee.
Yeah, the knee pressure.
Skylar, right hand hooks the leg.
Now Skylar should hook the leg and kick over.
Yes, go, go, go. Get it, Skylar.
That can work or it can be a mistake.
That looks
She might have
deep.
drove it in. Ooh, the champ with the
It's
toughness.
locked in tight.
The champ not refusing to tap. She
10
is in a
seconds to
desperate
go.
situation. Oh, the grit. Rolling with it. Oh, those ligaments in her arm are going to be hurting, guys.
Championship
Her
arm
arm.
from Shauna Gomez.
We're going to have to see what, well,
Okay.
Okay,
I
now.
thought he had called it off for a second.
Skylar showing amazing heart in that first round, taking a couple shots, landing some of her own, and then ending with such a strong.
Well, second round of this championship early prelim main event. And the challenger coming out much more aggressive in this second round.
1, 2, fast. Yes. Yes. Come on.
Catching those leg kicks and landing some counter strikes of her
Now
own.
you get one. Come on, 1, 2. Fast. Go. Yes. Yes. That's a girl. Again. Again. Low kicks there. Low kicks there.
Skylar.
Step in elbow there for the champion.
1, 2, fast. Yes. Go again.
Turn back,
Go fast now.
Skylar now just stalking.
Yes.
Big
Big right
shots.
hands by Skylar.
Again. It's not like this.
Don't back up. You can't stand back there. Stand your ground and chop that leg.
1, 2, fast. Go.
Go back. Go back to orthodox.
Shauna got caught on the end of that punch there, but immediately fires back with a knee and a straight.
Right now. Yes.
Big
Just
left hand
She
by
backs
Shauna.
up. Yes, she backs up. Again. Come on.
Beautiful jab
Come on.
there by the champion.
Get one when you're ready. Get one when you're ready.
Step in elbow just misses.
Yes. Yes, that's right. You're pushing her backwards. Yes.
Beautiful outside leg kick there by the champion.
Go again. Hey, come on. Left is free. Shot down. Here comes your shot.
Big left hands are landing by Shauna, but Skylar's keeping the pressure.
And the champion looks like she's in a little trouble here. Those leg kicks are adding up for the challenger.
Wow.
Beautiful spinning back fist by the champ.
1, 2, go. 1, 2 shots, baby. Let's go. Yes, come on. Keep walking it down. Yes, throw your cross. Yes,
Beautiful check left hook there.
I would love to see Gomez follow it up. She's landing big shots.
Skylar's corner is calling for the takedowns, but Shauna's able to fight it off.
Great stuff. Good knees on the inside.
Big left kick by Shauna there.
And the champ lands a beautiful straight two, which knocks the mouth guard loose of
Big
the
body
challenger.
kick by Shauna there. Just got right under the arm of Maverick.
Great
And a
rushing
fury
1, 2,
of
1, 2.
punches.
Wow.
What a combination. Great finish. She goes for the single leg, but unfortunately, the clinch too strong from Gomez.
Well, a
So
very close second round.
lots of posturing and game planning that's going on here between these ladies.
And it looks like the elbow of Shauna really isn't bothering her too
Unfazed.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm very surprised by. Both girls already throwing leather.
Looking for the
Skylar going
takedown
in
here
for the
is
takedown.
Skylar.
Shauna's fighting the hands here. Maybe can use the cage to peel the hands away. Get her back to the mat.
Very strong base here for the champion.
Yes, pull, pull, pull. Pull and then trip. Go, pull her off. Knee, now knee, now knee. Yes, again. Again. Yeah, keep knee. Keep knee. If she puts her back on the cage, you shoot.
The
Go.
base of the champion is just so strong. These takedowns are just going to be so hard for Skylar to get, but she ends up getting one. But immediately the champion looks
Back
to
to her
pop right
base,
back
yeah.
to her feet.
Give it knee. Another one.
Shauna is so strong. She has an incredible base.
Oh, and Shauna's able to reverse that takedown and possibly end up in the guard of Skylar.
Sacrifice throws are always just such a risk, you know. And the champ with a great reversal. In a strange spot here, but definitely in the stronger position and just transitions. Great ground and pound, heavy strikes. Continuing to pressure, keeping her head in that really good position. And you can hear the other coaches telling her, get her head out of that. We don't want it right there.
Well, the champion lets Skylar back up.
1, 2, double jab, double jab. Double jab cross, let's go.
Beautiful outside leg kick and a straight jab there. But the challenger firing with a flurry of shots on the champion here. Beautiful knee by the champ.
Every time you think that she's hurt, though, and she's unfazed, she resets, and Skylar has to
And now
reset back
blood
out.
is pouring out of the mouth of the challenger, or the nose of the challenger here.
Keep going.
Big jab by Shauna, stuns her.
Double jab, cross shot. Go. Come on. Yes, go.
Skylar tries to come in for a takedown, pushes Shauna against the cage. Shauna looking for a possible
Beating that
guillotine
guillotine.
attempt.
Go towards it. Go to your left. Go to your left.
Nice circle by Shauna. Almost took out the ref there. Big left hand by Shauna there.
Overhand left lands for the champion.
Whew.
That is a close
And
one.
we will move to the championship rounds. Back and forth action in that third round, though.
You love to see that as a coach, and to see her still able to use that when she's tired.
Right.
Well, the championship rounds are underway.
Yes, go, come on.
Skylar with the pressure immediately.
Yes, let's go.
The champ gets wobbled early in this round. Fires back with some shots, though.
Big spinning.
Big
back
spinning
fist from
elbow or
Shauna.
elbow or yeah.
Yeah, whatever lands.
Let's go.
Top down.
And I agree with you, Craig. If Skylar could set up more of those multiple shot combinations, she's landing when she does that.
Oh, that one snapped the head back of Skylar. That left hand by Shauna.
I do believe that Shauna's figured that out, though. If she throws more volume, she wins the exchanges.
Yes.
She's checking out. Shauna, stay on it. Make it go. Make it go. Show it and go.
Split the middle, Shauna. Split the middle.
Hey.
A nice flurry there by Skylar. Comes on the entry for the double. Looks like she might
Beautiful elbows by the champion.
transition to the single leg.
These are nasty.
Yeah, great shots by Shauna here. Skylar seems like she really wants this double leg here. Let's see if she's going to finish it here against the cage. Time.
Referee
Looks like she's
looking.
got a big cut.
Big cut.
Referee
Big cut from the
looking
elbows.
at
The
this
elbow
cut.
cut. Yep, that elbow cut her up. But I'm surprised he stopped her right there.
Let's take a look at some of those elbows that were just landing that cut open the challenger, Skylar Maverick. Just doing a phenomenal job here and relentless. And the doctor is going to let this fight continue, thankfully.
Yeah, because if it's
It's
not
what's on the
dripping in her
forehead, yeah.
eye or anything, it's in her head. It's in the hairline.
Looks pretty gruesome, but it's probably not bothering her at all. But a sense of urgency now. She now knows.
Yeah.
She now knows. Those all landed. They all scored.
Well, the challenge with Skylar is she's not taking her head off the center line at all.
And straight
She's
into-
rushing in with those shots.
Straight into the body lock by Skylar.
Barry with the wizard, Warner. Shauna, Barry with the wizard. Barry with the wizard. Barry with the wizard, Shauna.
Good frame from Shauna here, so Skylar can't really take her backwards now.
Right hand, Shauna. Right hand. Right hand. God, hits it, Shauna. Nice. There we go. Let's go, Shauna. Let's go.
Nice defense from Shauna there, able to get off the cage.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Skylar
Flurry of
flooring.
punches.
And you can hear her coaches telling her to just throw nonstop. They don't want her stopping. They just want her to throw.
10 seconds to go in our fifth and final round.
And another shot attempt by Skylar. Shauna's able to stuff it and land some strikes of her own there.
Good. All right, so last round of our championship bout for the ladies. Little blood and a lot of leather. Let's see how this last round goes. Skylar straight forward with the flurries.
Very aggressive there for both ladies. Looking for that takedown again as Skylar.
Let's go! What you waiting for, girl? What you waiting for? Go get some! Go get some!
Big 1-2s from Shauna.
Go again! Go!
And Skylar comes back with the right hand.
Both ladies have an enormous amount of grit and heart.
She's waiting on
Skylar wants those takedowns, but I don't think that
Yeah, Shauna
that's
sees
happened
this
since the
coming.
second round. Yeah.
Hands first. Hands first. Let's go, Shauna. Hands first. Finish the fight.
Ooh, beautiful shots there.
Stop punching, she falls. Let's go. Give me 4 punches, go.
Big body shot.
Nice.
Yeah, from Shauna there.
Go again. That's 1. Do it again.
The shot's not there. The shot is not there. Shot's
Unfortunately now, Skylar's just kind of wading forward, not really setting anything up, just kind of looking to exchange. I think Shauna's able to kind of pick her off and counter things a little bit easier this round than previous.
Well, a minute to go in this 5th and final round. Shauna Gomez, Skylar Maverick, amateur bantamweight title on the line. Skylar looking for this
Big
takedown,
right
but the
hands from
champion
Shauna.
doing a phenomenal job at just relentless
Great
on this.
defense by Shauna here.
This is
Hitting
a
her with some
relentless
beautiful
takedown
shots.
attempt.
Wow, the balance of Shauna there.
And the problem is each one of those is less cardio, less to throw punches with, and she needs a finish at this point. Unfortunately, these rounds are fading away from her.
20 seconds to go here in the last round for these girls.
The champ turning up here at the end. Skylar, although I will say, has not stepped back. This young
she
lady
has
has
not.
pushed
Her
forward,
pressure.
thrown punches,
Wow.
eaten punches.
Beautiful
Spinning
by
back
Shauna.
fist
Let's
again
go,
by the
ladies.
champion, leaving it all
Oh my
in
gosh.
the cage.
An
Wow.
absolute
What a
fantastic
war.
fight.
My goodness, that fight was amazing for both ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone 5 championship rounds inside the PFC Steel, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. The judges scored the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 49-46 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still PFC champion, Shauna Showtime Gomez.
I am here with your champion, and still, how good does that sound?
Sounds pretty good. I would have liked to get the finish, but I'll take the unanimous.
So what surprised you, if anything, from that fight? It seemed like you took a little damage early on with the armbar especially. How hurt were you, and did anything surprise you with her game plan?
No real surprises. We knew she was going to try to get it to the ground. It's more of a me thing. I just tend to start slow. Need to try to get better at that. Yeah, so that was me.
Well, you defended your title. You're still the champ. When can we expect to see you back in here next, and how soon would you like to fight again?
As soon as I'm healthy, I'd like to fight again, but I'll talk to my coaches. Might be about time for me to go pro, so that's probably what we're looking at next.
Well, I think that's a smart move for you, and it was an honor to call your fight. And still, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Shauna Gomez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues here at the Comerica Center here in Frisco, Texas for PFC 27. We now have 5 rounds. This for the PFC Amateur Welterweight Championship. Introducing to you first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. He is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a perfect record consisting of 3 wins against no defeats. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing officially at a ready 169 pounds. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas by way of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the challenger, Marco Super Soto. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He is a Jeet Kune Do fighter holding a record of 3 wins against a single loss. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, also weighed in at a ready 169 pounds. Fighting out of Lubbock, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the champion, Kaiser, the Lion King del Busto.
Well, 5 rounds of action, 3-minute rounds. Amateur welterweight strap is on the line. The champion Kaiser del Busto looking to retain his title. Marco Soto looking to upset and become the undefeated, undisputed champion of PFC.
Marco looks tough.
Immediately looking for that takedown.
Marco's going to come out hot to the ground. He is a grappler, and he wants it on the ground. Del Busto switching it up on him, though, hitting that underhook and looking for the drag.
Kaiser looking for the takedown, and he gets it.
Already get him in his guard.
Heavy shots to the body here by the champion.
Looking for a pendulum.
Nice movement. Nice
Off to a
movement.
knee
Looking for a knee
bar.
bar here.
Wow.
As I said, a
Fluent.
technical guy on the ground. He wants to
It's
be
Very
here.
nice.
The knee bar can be hard to finish early, though.
Both fighters exceptionally dry. And the champion doing a great job with these transitions.
And Soto will not let him take that back.
Very high pace set here in the first half of this first round of a 5-rounder. Like to see if Soto's able to work anything off his guard here again, or if Del Busto's going to be able to break through that guard with his ground and pound.
Kaiser does such a phenomenal job at posturing up like that with the heavy pressure though on his chest, keeping his opponent's back flat on the mat and then just raining down with those nasty shots.
Yeah, keeping his head in the center and over top of his opponent's head makes things easier, you know. He's just got really good positioning there.
Don't let him walk you to the fence, Marco. You gotta Oscar out, Marco. Work, catch your work. Boys, catch your work.
Nice timing on those punches.
The champion here looking to step over into side control. But again, that heavy pressure on top, high base from the champ, just keeping the challenger flat on his back up against the cage here.
Soto's looking to feed that over and use the cage to get back up, doing a good job. Kaiser, of course, just locking those hands up and trying to drag him with a body lock.
And just forcing Soto to carry every bit of his weight here.
Whoa.
Beautiful trip.
Very nice. Very nice trip from Soto, finishing the round with a flurry attack to the back.
Wow.
Kaiser del Busto, Marco Soto.
You ready? Ready? Fight!
Oh, both fighters land a shot there.
And lost the mouthpiece.
Champ doing a great job at rolling through.
Another high pace round.
Soto's good about not Kaiser's good about not overreacting to motions that Soto does. And
Yes.
this is a great, what is this, a crucifix from the back? Sort of. Well, I know the name for this, but I probably won't say it on broadcast.
Looking to isolate that left arm of the challenger there.
Wow.
But
Soto
doing a great job transition and takes the back of the champion.
Wow.
Has both
And
hooks
this
in.
is where Soto shines, guys. This is not where Kaiser wants to be. He has finished all of his fights via neck crank or rear naked choke.
Right,
He will
in this
crank
position.
to finish here.
Transitions to mount.
Calm enough to look up at his coaches there.
Got to be careful though that Kaiser doesn't slip out of the bottom. He only has one of those hooks in. Does a great job, though.
And you can see Soto hooking his right foot in that reverse.
Yes.
That was very nice hook there to maintain that position.
Gets that second hook in.
Escape your hip and turn. Move your butt this way, Kaiser. Move your butt to me. Move your butt to the right. Kaiser, move your butt
That's a
to the
tricky
right.
position right there, partially against the cage.
Yes, Kaiser smart to kind of peel him into the cage there. The champ is very aware of how to defend this position in the position.
And the champ's bleeding out of his nose here. Ate some heavy shots there by the challenger.
Soto was relentless on getting these submissions.
And a minute to go in the second round. Can Soto pull it off and get a finish?
Kaiser smartly trying to walk that cage, but Soto's just refusing. Oh,
Nice turn in.
and the sweat. What do we? Oh, mouthpiece. Yep, very good, very good.
Nice call there by our bearded ref.
Heavy shots to the body there by the champion. Soto looking to control the posture of the champion. Possibly set up an armbar here. Heavy shots. 2 to the body, 1 to the head.
Kaiser does really well in this position with that heavy head and then timing on those punches to the body and the face.
And Adair, if you're the champion,
Man, let's try to defend some of those takedowns. And he's so great with his hands. He's such a heavy hitter. I would love to see more of him. Hit just like that.
heavy shot there by the champion. Wobbles Soto up against the cage.
Oh, he's isolated that arm there. Back in that position that he's pretty good in.
Hey, you're all right. Control it. You're all right. Control it. Control it.
Just relentless with the top pressure is the champion, Del Busto.
He's going wide. Morals there. Overhook that. Overhook.
Nice head pressure.
Now.
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is home. He knows
Absolutely.
what to do here.
Good head pressure, timing on those punches.
There you go. Good, good, good. Good. Hits.
Looking to step over into mount.
Good defense from Soto, though.
He's going straight forward, Marco. He's going straight forward. Pick his side. Hey, let's go. Let's get a get up. 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 Control that. Control that. Control that. Control the hands. Get that
It
hand.
looks like
Get that
Kaiser's
hand.
starting to figure out
Hands in.
Soto's game more
Hey, take
as the rounds are going on.
Got the wrist. Find the wrist. Find the wrist. Find the wrist. So keep it.
Well, he has just been relentless with these takedowns, relentless with the top pressure.
Nice climb in
Find
body.
that wrist. Find that wrist. Keep that over. Keep that over. Watch your hands. Watch your hands. Control the hands. Control the hands.
And this is, we're moving on to about a minute of control time now here for the champ. So this is a great round for him. Starting to flurry a little bit now in his ground and pound, a little more confident in that position as
Yeah.
How about the sweet there when he does that too, Marco?
as he moves a little closer to us here.
Go over that shoulder. Take that.
Soto looking for another submission on the arm.
Chancellor, use the sweep. Chancellor, use the sweep. Let's get to a side, Marco. Come on,
You can hear the body punches.
Yeah, I'm feeling those right here.
Nasty thuds on the body of the challenger.
Overhook, control.
Look at that, how Kaiser intelligently puts his head on each side of the body every time he tries to punch, every time Soto tries to punch from the bottom, just to avoid those punches, and then he powers up, comes back down with some ground and pound.
Nice hammer fist to the side there.
Here we go. Come up, come up.
And Kaiser was waiting for Kaiser very skillfully. Shoots a
Oh,
dart.
wow.
Looks like he's
Nice
lacing it up. Gonna be hard
He's
with the
got it
sweat,
locked
but he's
in.
got it locked. He rolls, but
Oh, let it go.
yeah, rolling with that sweat. Big hands though. And here's Soto with a little bit of hands. This is what he needs. Oh, both
That
of them
rocked
up.
him a little.
Well, the champ is wobbled. 10 seconds to go. Third round.
Soto looking short knee to the back there, looking to put hooks back in. And again, ending in a very strong position here. But I ask again, Brad, is it enough for the round? Not with a minute and a half of top control time on the champ side. Let's see if he comes out a little harder. And he does, but...
The champ immediately goes for that takedown.
He went for an Uchi off of that takedown. Oh, no.
Challenger ends up on his back, looking to lock in the rear naked choke. Transitions to mount here. And this is what the challenger needs. This is what Soto needs.
Yes.
He needs to make the champ pay early in these rounds.
He needs to punish him here and not hunt the submission, but continue to pepper.
Yep.
Because it feels like if he just lets Kaiser grapple, he's savvy enough. He knows what he's going to do. He needs to strike him to put him into those bad positions. And here he goes.
Well, this is exactly what Marco Soto needs. He's got to turn up the heat on the champion.
Now control. Get in arm control, Kaiser. Right there, pull him down. Wrist to knee. Come on, Kaiser. You gotta pull him down. Control his posture. Let's go wrist to knee.
And that's just such an uncomfortable position. You know, your opponent's putting his hand over your mouth and face, and it disrupts the breathing. You're already exhausted. Soto just making this miserable. Great pressure. He might have this locked in, guys. He has that Gable tight. Oh, but Kaiser just back to the mat.
Well, both of these fighters are just so sweaty and slippery. It's hard to lock in these chokes.
And they're very fluent. Like it just seems as the fights are going on, even if one gets in a dominant position, the other one is figuring it out, right? And so the counters are, it's just back and forth.
Just under a minute to go in our fourth round.
And this reversal is huge. If Kaiser can hold this out for the rest of the round and do big damage, this could be a 50 round. And if Kaiser wins this round, I'm pretty sure
like
Soto's got to get a knockout. Or
mouth guard went missing again.
Big shout out to our sponsor, OnlyFans. Join the platform today and support your favorite creators. Under 30 seconds to go. Round 4 of this championship welterweight bout.
See if we get a little bit more ground and pound here from Del Busto. Nice. And both guys, they still seem to be in pretty good shape. I know they're a little tired, but they look good. Their cardio looks good. They're moving well. Nice swing back fist.
Heavy strikes there by both fighters. Beautiful knees.
Nice pace going into the 5th round.
Nice takedown attempt, but a beautiful job rolling through there is Del Busto. Unable to shake off the takedown attempt, though, as Soto is relentlessly pursuing it. Rolls through again.
See, fights like this, well-matched fights like this, this is when a lot of the fight IQ comes in. This is when a lot of creativity comes in as a fighter to be able to continue that fluent movement. These guys are continuously moving, and I love seeing fights like this.
Well, the champ back on top in half guard here.
There you go, overhook, you get up.
There's Del Busto in his dominant position.
And this just seems to be the story or the theme of the fight. Del Busto kind of stuck on bottom, trying to submit and get himself up, and Soto, and Del Busto just consistent ground and pound pressure and control.
was looking for a Kimura there. Del Busto keen to it, slips out. About a minute to go here in our 5th and final round. Amateur welterweight strap. Kaiser Del Busto looking to retain his welterweight title. And if Marco Soto is not able to do something in the last 45 seconds, it appears that the champ will remain.
Nice top pressure.
It looks like Del Busto's probably going to be able to grind this one out.
Nice. And they're taking it all the way to the end.
Well, I mean.
That will do it for our amateur welterweight championship bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 championship rounds, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. The first judge has it 49-47 for Soto. The second judge has it 49-46 for Del Busto. And our third and final judge has it 48-47 for your winner by split decision and new PFC Amateur Welterweight Champion, Marco Super Soto.
Marco, come over here for a second. I am here with your winner and new welterweight champion. Did you feel like you had done enough to get the job done tonight?
I had to go places that I've never gone before. This was a fucking fight. And I did everything I could. I know Kaiser gave it his best. That was a hell of a fight.
What surprised you about this fight, if anything? It seemed like his wrestling was a little bit more superior as far as the takedowns. You did a fantastic job with some of your hip throws and things like that. But what surprised you about the fight, if anything?
Nothing was surprising. I knew he was a tough opponent. I knew every single scrap was going to be tooth and nail. Everything I did, I gave it my all, and I know he did too.
How soon would you like to defend your strap?
Let's get it June, July, anytime this summer, I'm ready.
Well, congratulations. It was an awesome fight. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, and new welterweight champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues here in Frisco, Texas. Our next match of 5 rounds for the PFC Amateur Lightweight Championship. It's brought to you by the United States Army. Introducing to you first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner, the challenger. He is a freestyle fighter holding a perfect record that stands at 5 wins against no defeats. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in officially at 153 pounds. Hailing from Mesquite, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jett Ingram. And across the PFC cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He is a mixed martial artist, holding a record of 8 wins against 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in officially at 154 pounds. Joining us from Tyler, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending PFC Amateur Lightweight Champion. He is Caleb Jett Minter.
Well, this crowd is on their feet for this amateur lightweight title bout as Jett Ingram looks to knock off the undisputed king, Caleb Minter.
shot from Ingram off the
Knocks
start.
the champion down! And a
See if he
flurry
can
of
recover.
punches!
Ingram is not letting up. He is keeping that pressure on. Caleb was able to at least hold on. Looks like he's working his guard back. Ingram presses him to the cage.
Heavy shot there by Jarrett Ingram. Stumbles the champion. And immediately on top with relentless pressure.
What a way to start out a round.
And you know, this isn't where anybody wants to be, but this is where the champ is actually fairly good. He spent a lot of time in his title defense, or excuse me, his title win on his back, fighting a triangle via the 4th round against an undefeated fighter. So this is not somewhere he's unfamiliar with or uncomfortable with.
And he seems pretty calm here in this position, and I'm watching him take his time figuring out his legs.
Just look to posture up and hammer with your right. Just cross your feet there on that half guard.
Ingram doing a very good job of just maintaining pressure with that head. Big punches, and Ingram with a finish.
And that is it! Jarrett Ingram spoils the night of Caleb Minter.
In the first round.
Our first finish of the night comes
Wow!
very aggressively. Caleb not quite sure what happened, but he knew he was out. Ingram striking extremely crisp right from the get-go. A new champion.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee in charge waves off the contest for your winner by TKO at 1 minute, 22 seconds of the first round. And new PFC Amateur Lightweight Champion, Jarrett Ingram.
Well, I am here with your champion, Jarrett Ingram. What an absolute amazing finish. How good does it feel to get the job done here tonight in Frisco, Texas?
It felt fucking great. I live an hour away. I mean, it's not really like hometown, but I really fuck with y'all. Thank y'all. Thanks for Peak. It feels awesome.
So, did anything surprise you in the fight, or was that the game plan, was just to overwhelm him with your striking early on?
The whole theme of this whole fucking weekend, there's have fun, enjoy the moment, have fun, get your lead hand working. He's gonna feel that power. I dropped it, and I was like, and he went down. I was like, yeah. But they were just in my ear the whole time. Let's play a video game. I was listening the whole time. It just worked out.
Well, you're undefeated. You're now the champ. What's next for you?
What's next for me is some tequila shots. I don't know what we're doing, but see me at the bar, buy me a shot, and I won't buy you anything.
Well, it was an honor to call your fight, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Hey, shouts out to DFG Fire, the finest over there. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Love my team, love all y'all, my family. Cheyenne, thanks for having my back this week. I had a baby this week. I'm staying up till 1 o'clock, still trying to cut weight. So shouts out to her for having my back.
Your new lightweight champion, Jarrett Ingram.
And an obviously excited Ingram.
Gentlemen, the action continues here in Frisco, Texas with PFC 27. Our next fight, 3 rounds, this in the super atomweight division. It's brought to you by 420 Bait Company. If you want to be at the peak of fishing, use 420 Bait. Introducing to you first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. She's a mixed martial artist, holding a record of 3 wins against 3 defeats. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing officially at 108 pounds. Originally from Miles City, Montana, now fighting out of Littleton, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the cage, Darla Trainwreck Harris. And across the PFC steel, her adversary fighting out of the red corner. She's a mixed martial artist, holding a record of no wins, opposite a single defeat. She stands 5 feet even, weighing officially at already 111 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Amber, the Misfit Terrell.
First pro bout of the evening, 3 5-minute rounds for our pro fights. 5-minute rounds. Amber Terrell, Darla Harris, super atom weight division.
Look at that range.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's coming out the same way I saw in those films. She's very long with that jab. Very nice job from Darla.
Nice.
Beautiful exchange of combinations there by both ladies.
Well, I think I can eat my words. I don't think ring rust has been a big problem for Darla. She seems to be just right there in range and fine.
I don't think it is either.
Looks fantastic.
It looks like Amber is having a little trouble with the range of Darla early on in this fight. But lands a beautiful right hand there.
Yeah, that cross step, we've seen that a few times tonight. She landed that as well right there.
Nice shot there by Amber.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Very impressed with the combinations of Darla.
We'll see if Amber tries to get her way. She'll probably try and get it to the ground here.
Outside, step outside, knees, good, beat her up.
Darla doing a very good job of blocking that hip and just maintaining the hip underhook fight. Using that cage. Amber's just fighting for that takedown, but
Yeah.
Darla is just doing everything she can
those hurt.
to prevent this takedown.
Nice
Those
get back
hurt.
to the cage.
But Amber is bloodied up.
Wow.
Those elbows did significant damage to Amber as she has a massive cut in the hairline on the left side of her head.
Yeah, Darla definitely got her message across.
Nice head kick from Darla on that exchange.
Such high intensity for these ladies. Ooh! Wow.
Darla is opening up. She is really getting a little loose in there, starting to find some power shots there. Amber with a nice right hook. The clinch is something. Ooh.
Nice one, too.
Just missing with that head kick.
Good one, too, again.
Harris's combinations are just crisp.
Yeah, she's deceptively accurate. She slides those kicks and those straights right in between those exchanges.
When she's throwing 3, 4, 5 punches and kicks at a time.
She does a really good job of moving her head off the center line, albeit slightly. She's not just on a train track, which Amber's a little bit more straightforward when she comes.
Yeah, I think it's easier for Harris to predict Terrell's movement coming forward. Man, that jab is so nice.
You can hear Bedford calling for Amber to push it, saying Darla's a little tired. I have to disagree, though. I don't think Darla's tired.
Well, she is just constant with that pressure, walking Amber down, and is landing with every combination she throws.
Just gotta be careful here.
Darla locking that guillotine up. Amber's trying to follow that underhook to the back, but looks like Darla's going to be able to wrap those arms around. It's in tight.
It is pretty tight. Wow.
Is she going to pull her into guard to finish?
Whoa.
She does. It looks like she's got the full lock in.
Oh my goodness, it's tight. Oh,
and she gets the tap. Darla
gets it done
with
after 10 years out of the cage.
Man.
Ring rust, not an issue.
Way to make a statement and come back. Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 4 minutes, 40 seconds of the first round. For your winner by way of tap out due to guillotine choke. And now back inside the cage, Darla Trainwreck Harris.
I am here with your winner, Darla Harris. Darla, you proved tonight that ring rust was not a factor. How good does it feel to be back here inside the cage?
It's been almost 10 years.
How good does it feel to get the win here tonight in such devastating fashion?
It's one of my best nights of my life. Got my family, my corners, my gym, my team, my teammates, 420 Brand Clothing for sponsoring me. Everybody watching back home, thank you.
So what's next for you? You took some time off. You know, you look flawless in your performance tonight. Do we expect to see you again inside the cage, or is this it for you?
No, absolutely, I'll be back.
Well, it was an honor to call your fight, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Darla Harris.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues here in Frisco, Texas with PFC 27. We now have 3 rounds this in the PFC Welterweight division. It's brought to you by TipShare, the ultimate platform for restaurant professionals. Check them out today at gettypshare.com. Introducing first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. He's a wrestler holding a record of 1 win against 2 losses. He stands 6 feet even, weighed in officially at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Plano, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Harrison, the Hurricane Lane. And across the PFC steel, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He's a mixed martial artist. Tonight, making his highly anticipated professional debut. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing officially at 170 pounds. Proudly representing Little Elm, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Bailey King.
Well, what a matchup this is going to be. Bailey, the pay-per-view king, taking on Hurricane Harrison Lane. Craig, what are your expectations for this fight?
Fireworks.
Immediately shooting in for the takedown is Hurricane Lane. He got rocked there by a shot from Bailey King. Bailey fighting off the takedown earlier, though.
You can tell that was probably his game plan, was to get Bailey down to the
straight
mat.
knee to the groin there. Straight to the groin.
And this is honestly, though, what Harrison needed, though, because he was rocked from that first shot that he took from Bailey.
Yeah, it looked like a check hook that Bailey landed as he entered. He immediately went for that shot.
Yeah, Bailey's so long and rangy that he has to close the distance quick.
Short rest must have not landed too flush. Or doesn't want to give his opponent rest.
Immediately shooting in for that takedown again is Harrison.
Bailey's doing a good job fighting off the takedown, getting his own underhooks. Harrison's looking to elevate that single leg.
And Craig, what does Bailey need to do here in this situation?
Well, he's doing the good thing. He's split stancing. He's trying to dive that underhook and keep himself a little bladed so that he can do that right there.
Great
and
job
circle
by
out.
Bailey.
I mean, he literally did what needed to be done right there. Great knee in the space there. As the taller guy, he's really doing a good job of controlling this position. Great knee again. Great punches.
That knee hurt.
Oh! Bailey King! My goodness! What a knockout! My goodness!
And the pay-per-view king is born!
Bailey, the pay-per-view king!
Oh, that gave me chills.
Lane is, that was a brutal knockout.
Hopefully he's okay here.
Oh no, that
He's
was
going in and out.
Yeah, that was brutal. Lane is still kind of confused there. What perfect timing. What?
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute 13 seconds of the first round for your winner by knockout, Bailey King.
I am here with your winner, Bailey, the pay-per-view king. Bailey, oh my goodness. You just stood this whole entire arena on their feet. How you feeling?
That's what I do, baby. Hey, listen, I want to thank everybody that came out, and I also want to give a bunch of respect to Harrison because he made me a much better fighter. I was honestly a little, shook to take this fight given his wrestling experience. And fuck, man, I just busted out wrestling, man. I knew that there's no way anybody's going to outwork me. Dude, this is like wrestling was all I did this whole fight camp because I knew it was going to come. Listen, I'm going to be able to prepare for honestly anybody. If you're a striker, I'm probably better than you. If you're a wrestler, I'm ready for it. So honestly, I'm ready to just, move forward.
Well, you landed the signature Will Campazano flying knee. What was the game plan coming into this fight?
The game plan going into any fight in my mind is just 15 minutes of just banging it out. The only way, I'll be on the treadmill and the whole time I'm just thinking, a war, war, the whole time, just nonstop, back and forth. And I honestly forget that fights can get ended that easily, right? And so, the game plan going into this fight was to be ready for 15 minutes of wrestling, of just bloody, just war. And so, that's how I trained for every fight. And so, I was saying earlier, I forget, fights can be ended early like that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's safe to say that here in Frisco, Texas, a star has been born. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Bailey, the pay-per-view king.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues here in Frisco, Texas. We now have 3 rounds at a catchweight. This fight brought to you by Peak Pass, where you can watch every event and get exclusive content for only $4.99 a month. Subscribe now at peakbodyarena.com. Introducing first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a record of 2 wins against 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing officially at 166 pounds. Hailing from College Station, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kendall Slice Lewis. And his opponent fighting to my right out of the red corner. He is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a record of 1 win against a single defeat. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing officially at 165 pounds. Fighting out of Belleville, Illinois by way of Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Orlando Sandman Sanders.
Well, here we go. Orlando Sanders taking on Kendall Lewis. Catchweight bout.
Right to work.
Oh!
That landed heavy, but he was able to get the takedown with it.
That's why I tell my guys, commitment on the shot.
Yeah, he definitely committed.
He committed, but he got hit with that shot.
Yeah, I couldn't really see where it landed from here, but
it looked like it landed on the sternum.
Yeah.
Knee bar.
Oh, wow.
Orlando's got a knee bar locked. Kendo is blocking it, but it looks like he's going to be able to rip it through. Guys, he has got a knee bar, looking for a heel hook.
Looking for a heel hook here.
Kendo's in trouble. He's in that lace position.
Yeah, the calf
honey
slicer
hole.
here. No, he's going back to the heel hook.
Oh,
yeah,
he's got
back to that heel hook.
He's got that. He's tapping. Very quick finish.
And the finish streak continues.
Adjust.
Wow.
Orlando Sanders
And the finish
gets it done and makes it look easy.
He was just relentless with those transitions to the calf slicer, to the ankle lock.
That was like watching a purple belt nogi match.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
He just went down the rabbit hole. That was beautiful.
Yeah, he was like, we can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 45 seconds of the first round for your winner by way of tap out due to inside heel hook, Orlando Sandman Sanders.
I'm here with your winner, Orlando Sanders. Orlando, I don't even think you broke a sweat tonight. You made it look easy. How good does it feel?
It feels good.
So what's next for you, man? I mean, you've had 2 impressive wins in a row here in the PFC cage, PFC Texas, and then you get it done here in Frisco. What do we expect to see from you next?
I'm going to get better and better. Period. Nothing else.
I know we've got a fight card coming up next month. Do you have any plans of hopping back in here pretty soon?
I just want the work.
Well, a man of few words, but your actions speak much louder. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Orlando Sanders.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue. This is our featured prelim matchup of the evening of PFC 27, 3 rounds in the featherweight division. It is brought to you by the Jury Inn and Suites. It's the Hotel of Champions, Jury Inn Suites, the official hotel of Peak Fighting. Introducing first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. She is a mixed martial artist holding a record of 2 wins against 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing officially at 146 pounds. Joining us from Duluth, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Danielle Wynn. And across the PFC scale, her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a mixed martial artist holding a record of 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in officially at 140 pounds. Originally fighting out of Hot Springs, Arkansas by way of Fort Worth, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jessica Sour Patch Kid Sotek.
Well, Jessica Sotek, Danielle Wynn, our featured prelim main event, originally scheduled in the Bantamweight division. This fight changed to a featherweight contest as Danielle Wynn missed weight. And the Sour Patch Kid immediately putting the pressure on Danielle.
Put your shoulder in her chest there.
A couple big punches by Jessica landing.
Ooh.
Oh, and gets stunned by Danielle.
Danielle landed two nice ones there.
Yeah. Oh, nice kind of sweep with the kick there from Jessica.
Beautiful outside leg kick there by the Sour Patch Kid. Danielle Wynn with a flurry of punches.
Big 1-2 from Jessica. Danielle looks to go for a takedown, doesn't quite commit to it.
Both ladies exchanging knees to the body.
Great head pressure by Jessica here, keeping Danielle pressed up against the cage.
Yeah, and keeping that one knee as close to the fence as possible. A lot of people just lean, and they don't keep that inside knee there. Very, very good.
Right. It's not giving Danielle a way out.
Danielle reverses the Sour Patch Kid into the cage, but the Sour Patch Kid delivering some nasty knees to the body there. Good elbow on the break.
hear Johnny call that high-low jab out, and she falls immediately. Love it when they listen to their coaches so well as pros.
Beautiful outside leg kick. Really compromises that plant lead leg of Danielle Nguyen. Ooh, but a check left hook there.
Yeah, Jessica's got to keep her right hand up there when she comes in for those kicks.
Danielle seems to not care at all about the punching power of Jessica. I mean, she's just staring her in the eye and walking at her and punching.
I mean, taking a bare knuckle fight, having a boxing fight, I'm sure she does not care.
Yeah.
Nice jabs are landing by Danielle.
1, 2, and move. Just touch her and move. Don't
It's clear Nguyen's got some power, so when she does land, it will reset Jessica.
It's heavy for sure.
Both ladies exchanging shots. Really looking to set up the combinations here. Nguyen was wobbled there, but fires back with a beautiful shot. Sotek lands with that overhand right.
Good low kicks by Jessica.
Yeah, I think those low kicks are hurting a little bit more than Nguyen's letting on to. I think Sotek should really stay on that,
Yeah, if anything, it's making her back up and hard to plant on that front leg.
Well, she's got that front leg turned a little bit like a boxer.
Right.
So just makes an easy target to that outside.
Jessica staying on those low kicks.
Just under a minute to go in the first round.
I mean, there's no defense. There's no reason to not keep throwing that.
Right.
There's no check. There's nothing. If I'm Johnny Bedford, I'm screaming, kick that leg.
Overhand right. Just grazes the chin of Danielle.
Boom. Such a sharp kick.
And that lead leg is definitely compromised by Danielle.
Yeah.
You could tell as she was walking forward, she didn't really want to put any pressure on that cross step. And again, just chopping away at the lead leg, and she is wobbling back to her stool.
Yeah.
Might set up an overhand or something of that nature.
Definitely.
Second round of our featured prelim main event. Jessica Sotek, Danielle Nguyen. Beautiful knee to the body.
Big uppercut.
But Danielle Nguyen is just holding that tie clinch and landing the signature Dan Stern shots to the head.
Severn.
Dan
Severn.
Close enough.
Dan Stern. You know what I meant.
The Howard Stern uppercut.
Yeah, the Howard Stern uppercut.
Ooh, a nice right cross on that exchange there.
Beautiful shot. One of the body straight to the top by the Sour Catch Kid.
Yeah, I like how Jessica's mixing up her strikes, going to the body, going up top, just kind of going back and forth from that, kind of throwing Danielle off.
That's another big right from Jessica. Yeah, it seems that Nguyen kind of just paused forward with her feet behind her with her jab. When they get in exchanges, it's not too bad because she's got a powerful two, and she's willing to get hit. And that uppercut, I mean.
Yeah, it's landing nice.
Problem is the footwork and movement of Jessica is a little bit better up to this point.
Just missed with that shot, and Danielle Nguyen landed a beautiful check left hook there.
I think she grabbed her ponytail there.
Oh, just missing with that spinning back
Barely.
fist.
Changing it up a little bit.
Wobbles Danielle Nguyen there for a second.
Danielle comes in with her own right hand. Oh, there we go. Showing a takedown attempt there.
You can tell how much both these women respect each other's power. Well, Nguyen might be unorthodox. She's got a two and a hook.
Jessica coming high and low again. Less than a minute here.
Continuously punishing the lead leg of Danielle Nguyen is Jessica Sotek. But Danielle firing back with some heavy shots.
I think Jessica's corner wants her to go for a takedown.
And I think that's the right call. That's an easy round. At this point, no one's gone for a significant. That uppercut hurt her.
Yeah.
Undeterred though.
Just over 10 seconds to go in round number 2.
Spinning back fist lands there.
Our featured prelim main event. Third and final round. Beautiful shot. Rocks Danielle.
That one definitely stunned Danielle a little bit. Danielle's still coming forward. She's trying to land anything.
Just missing with that spinning back fist again.
Danielle has some good head movement there. Staying out of the way.
Beautiful level changes by Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica's just more active here.
Yeah.
Dictating the pace, being first.
And just a little bit more technical, has a little bit more in her arsenal.
Yes, yes. Danielle is still looking for that big shot, though.
Yeah.
She's. You can see her setting that too. She wants that too.
Yeah, she's loading it up.
Balance from the punch.
You know, one of the challenges I've been seeing for Jessica in this fight is her footwork. Danielle is standing so stationary.
Yes.
If her footwork was just a little bit more crisp, she would be able to cut Danielle off and set her strikes up a little bit better than what she's been able to do thus far.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
funny, though, you say that, and then she starts to move around a little bit, and cut up a little bit. It's almost like, you know, hey, Brad, come on. Speak up a little bit more.
Come on, Coach.
Come on, Coach.
Well, I doubt over these screaming fans she heard me, but I appreciate the nod.
No, I'd have to agree. And I think, like Montana was saying earlier, she catches a big uppercut
Heavy
on the way
shots. I mean, I think Jessica landed a big overhand and gets caught on a uppercut from Danielle there coming in. Both girls are landing heavy though.
Leg kick of her own, yeah.
Just over a minute to go in our third and final round. Will Jessica Sotek get it done, or will Danielle ruin the night of the PFC veteran?
Big
Nice
overhand. Oh man, those are landing hard.
20 seconds. The ladies are still firing here in the middle.
Swinging to the bell. Just over 10 seconds. Who wants it more? Jessica Sotek, Danielle win.
Wow, way to end the fight.
All the way to a decision we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we go to the scorecards. The judges see the fight 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Jessica Sour Patch Kid Sotek.
I am here with your winner, Jessica Sotek. Jessica, it was a back and forth fight. How did you feel about the victory? Did you feel like you did enough to get it done tonight?
Honestly, I always look back on my performance right after, and there was so much that we worked that I wish I would have implemented tonight, but overall I'm happy to obviously get the win, but it's back to the drawing board. I want to continue to get better, so.
Talk to me a little bit about the weight cut. Obviously, your opponent missing weight. Did that play a factor tonight with you at all, or did you just stay focused on the fight and what you could control?
Really, what you said the second time, I mean, just trying to stay focused on what I could do. That was obviously out of my control. I had to kind of rig it a little bit and gain a little weight before I could weigh in so that we could fight. And I'm overall happy with that decision. So
Well, it was a phenomenal performance, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Sour Patch Kid, Jessica Sotek.
Gentlemen, from the Comerica Center here in Frisco, Texas, it's time to begin the main card of PFC 27 live on a Peak Pass. Our opening matchup, 3 rounds this in the PFC lightweight division. It's brought to you by the United States Army. Introducing first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding a record of 4 wins against a single defeat. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing officially at 156 pounds. Originally from Moscow, Russia, by way of Brüsselsheim, Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Andrei Wojciechowski. And across the PFC steel, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a mixed martial artist holding a record of 4 wins against a single blemish. He stands 6 feet even, weighing officially at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Fort Worth, Texas. Tonight, he makes his PFC debut. Please welcome Nation Gibrick.
Our opening bout of the main card, Andrei Wojciechowski taking on Nation Gibrick, the Bellator veteran, PFC 27. Let's go.
These guys are looking good.
Beautiful shot there by Wojciechowski. Backs up Gibrick.
And low level from Wojciechowski. Looks like he could go for a shot at like any moment, the way he's dropping his level down. Nice. And Nation immediately
Gets the takedown.
Beautiful by Nation. Nation's just trying to pass this guard right here, right now. He's over 1 leg already. Great transition by Nation. In half guard here. Might be able to posture up and land some punches here.
Right underhook, please. That's it, Andre. Take your time.
Yeah, you can see Wojciechowski is just holding him down, trying to prevent him from posturing up and getting those punches in.
Again, all professional fights tonight. 3 5-minute rounds. Our championship main event, 5 5-minute rounds. I don't anticipate it will go that long.
And this is such a great position for Nation to be in already with almost 4 minutes left of this first round. He can just take his time here to work and get to a dominant position so he can land some heavy shots.
Shoulder strikes there by Nation.
Here he is creating some space. Looking to go for some
nice
ground and
elbows
pound.
there.
Good elbow.
I don't really like how Wojciechowski has his guard closed right here because he's just allowing Nation to rain down that ground and pound. He really needs to start opening that guard and start looking to get to a hip, create some space.
Great short elbows
and
from
get
Nation
this fight
there.
back to its feet.
I would agree, Bradley. He seems to be just holding on to Nation pretty tightly and not really finding a way to dominate that position he's in.
Nation again with those elbows.
Yeah, he doesn't really seem like he has an answer to get up, to sweep, or just do anything really from bottom here.
And Nation's been doing a great job oftentimes with that can opener position. Obviously has the body lock right now, just keeping Wojciechowski on his back.
And
takes
Nation with the wrist
back.
ride, grabs the wrist, and able to land these big shots here. He's got that ankle trapped with Wojciechowski.
Really looking to drive Andre back to his feet.
Beautiful wrestling by Nation.
And immediately goes for that leg lace.
There's such good pressure.
And Nason's just looking to grab this wrist, so Andre can't really too much here.
And just forcing Andre to carry all of his weight here. Landed some nasty shots.
In that same position here is Nation, trapping that ankle. Nation's landing some beautiful shots here up against the cage.
Good trip.
Just dragging Andre down every moment he can.
Andre can't stay here with 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Even though these shots aren't devastating, the ref will not let this go if Nation continues to land these shots. He's been in a very defenseless position.
This is the multiple time I've seen this that Hodakowski will try to trap his arm just to prevent those strikes from coming and then hold on to him until he tries to get a dominant position. But every time Nation gets loose, he's right back on that pressure, right back with those hands.
And Nation's doing such a good job of trapping anything he can with the wrist or the ankles or the way he's figure fouring the leg right now. But
Andre does a great job at leveraging that leg lace and putting Nation on his back. Nation here looking to work his way back up.
But Andre is just dripping blood. Spinning back elbow from Nation. And a spinning back kick.
Little clash of heads there on the entry.
Take your time, be heavy, just hold it there. Just hold it there. You get a takedown, you can take it.
That'll do it for the
Wonderful.
first round. And if Andre gets into a similar situation in round 2 as he did in the first, I imagine the ref will step in this time. Beautiful shot there by Nation.
Good. Nation leading in with that jab. Trying
That
to
uppercut
gauge.
hook landed there. Straight to the takedown. Beautiful entrance by
Every
Nation.
time Andre has overextended with that right hand, Nation has ducked under, changed levels, and gotten the fight exactly where he wanted to be.
And we see the same thing here again. Hodakowski is trying to hold those arms down.
Beautiful
And
pressure.
Hodakowski has the lockdown on that right leg of Nation, but he's not really going to do anything with that lockdown because Nation is able to just continue with that shoulder pressure. And, you know, essentially he's trying to create a stalemate here, but he's got to be more active. He's got to start working to get this fight back to its feet.
Nation looking back for that Kimura grip. Or just a pass, yep, and straight to mount. That was gorgeous.
And again with those elbows.
Now we can just work here.
Looking for that Khabib trap.
Beautiful fluid movement. And he still stays calm.
Full mount here for Nation.
Still a long time to work in this second round, and just over 3 minutes to go.
And Andre's just trying to hold him so Nation can't posture up, but he's not getting anywhere. He needs to move. He needs to shrimp. He's got a bump.
Nice head pressure there to get it back on his back. Nation will just not allow him to get up.
Andre almost had some space there, but Nation just drove him back down.
Nation does a good job with those intricate movements and getting his spacing in. and really he's kind of one step ahead here.
Right.
Curl your right leg up and drop that down. You get rid of that run. There you go. Keep doing it.
Need you to get up now. Come on, Sky.
Pushing that knee.
Underhook and Sky.
Push on the knee. There we go.
Can hear McSweetie in the corner of Hodakowski telling him, I need you to get up, I need you to get up.
Yeah, we just haven't seen too much of him trying to...
Which to his credit, I mean, Nation has some
Yeah,
pretty great pressure,
yeah,
so it's
he has.
hard to create space and actually shrimp to get up.
Yeah, Nation is having some really good control here. Just has the right answers to every one of Andre's movements.
Well, relentless with the ground control time. Nation Gibrick is absolutely dominating Hodakowski on the ground. Can he create space and get back to his feet? Or will we continue to see Gibrick have his way with Hodakowski?
Great short elbows.
Timing those elbows.
Trying to get a little cut or something to open up on Andre.
I will say Hodakowski is holding him close enough to not give him that enough space to where he would land a dangerous elbow.
Just under 30 seconds to go in the second round. Nation Gibrick implementing his will on Hodakowski.
Come on, Andre. Underhook and go.
Just another dominant round by Nation.
Well, much of the same as we saw in the first round. Very clear to see that Andre Hodakowski needs a finish in this third round if he wants to knock off Nation Gibrick.
So far, it's been one-way traffic for Nation Gibrick.
Just missing with that head kick.
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Great movement. And then he's going right back to that same dominant position.
The wrist grab. Looks to throw in his hooks and get the neck.
Oh, wow.
That looks deep.
He may be able to get it done.
Oh, my gosh. Great job, Nation Gibrick.
Nation Gibrick by submission in the third round.
He looks phenomenal.
What a beautiful way to take out such another great fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 35 seconds of the third round for your winner by way of tap out due to rear naked choke, Nation Gibrick.
I am here with your winner, Nation Gibrick. Nation, phenomenal performance, dominant wrestling. How good does it feel to get a win after a long layoff?
Man, it feels so damn good. Everybody was asking me, how you feel about ring wrestling? Obviously, you come in confident, but man, that was crusty, dusty, musty. But we got the finish, and I'm super proud. Thank you, Peak. Thank you, my team Genesis. Thank you, my family and my friends that came tonight and supported. There's people that I met a week ago that came out and bought tickets. I appreciate the hell out of all of you guys. The Nation Station's here, baby. Woo! All aboard!
Well, you've had a great career thus far. Obviously, you're coming back. You're going to win after a layoff. What's next for you? Are you looking to fight again here pretty quickly?
I'm healthy. We're going to get back in the gym. It was good. Got to go most of the rounds. A lot of homework to do, so I'm excited, man. Mondays, I'm excited to get back in the gym. Maybe even tomorrow. Like, honestly, like, I'm fucking stoked. As soon as possible. Thank you, Peak.
Well, it was an honor to call your fight. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Nation Gibrick.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the action here at PFC 27. We now have 3 rounds in the PFC light heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner, This man is a mixed martial artist holding a record of 1 win against no defeats. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighed in officially at a ready 205 pounds. Joining us from Clarksville, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen, here is Rakeem Bishop Talley. And across the PFC steel, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He's a freestyle fighter holding a record of 1 win against a single blemish. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighed in officially at a ready 205 pounds. Fighting out of right here in Frisco, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Kyler KB Fairchild.
Light heavyweight matchup. Kyler Fairchild taking on Rakeem Talley. 3 5-minute rounds of non-stop action, and anytime the light heavyweights are in the cage, you don't want to blink.
Both of these guys are extremely powerful, very tough.
Yeah, there could be a finish at any moment.
The undefeated Talley looks to remain that way as he takes on Kyler Fairchild, the very exciting, unorthodox style fighter. Beautiful outside leg kick there by Fairchild.
Nice feints right here by Kyler. He's just kind of showing things so he can set up other kicks and just keeping Rakeem on his back foot up against the cage.
That kick is just not going
You
in Talley's
do not
favor.
want to take very many of those leg kicks from Kyler Fairchild. Again with the punishment.
Yeah, he's like kicking through the check.
Kyler looking to implement the jab here.
Just gauging some distance. You can tell he's searching for an opening here.
Big shout out to our sponsors tonight, Thompson Law, Jewelry Hotels, OnlyFans, the U.S. Army, Smart Stop Self Storage, 420 Bait Company, and of course, Tip Share.
We're already seeing some blood here on the left leg of Talley. I'm assuming from one of those kicks for Fairchild.
And again, with those devastating low kicks, and Kyler Fairchild takes an eye poke here.
That looked like a pretty sharp one, too.
Let's see if we can take a look at the replay and see what happened. Looks like he goes to.
He's just reaching.
He was just reaching to stop.
Open.
To stop that body shot and just poked Kyler in the eye.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those.
Looks like it went pretty deep. We'll see if Kyler is able to recover. Has up to 5 minutes.
His eye already looks red around it.
Yeah. Looking a little frustrated there. Seems to be nodding to the referee that he's good, and we're ready to go back to fighting.
Stern warning there by our referee. Keeping those fingers closed.
Fingers, watch fingers.
He's still poking his fingers out there.
And he's got to be careful, though, because if it happens again, the referee is certainly going to take a point from him.
Yeah. Those
just nasty leg kicks there.
I was waiting for the final kick.
base. dismantling the base of Raheem Talley.
Yeah, we knew at some point that those kicks were going to turn him around.
Good clinch work here from Raheem. Just kind of keeping that head pressure on Kyler's chin, pushing him up against the cage.
Nice elbow and follow up.
Go right there. That's him. Go right around.
Looking
He
for
might
a
sink in the
guillotine here.
Yep.
It looks pretty tight.
See if he can
Raheem
do
doing a great job at hand fighting here. Doesn't have both hands locked up.
Stands back up. Wow.
But he is
big shots.
going to have some serious problems putting pressure on that lead leg.
Wow.
And he's bleeding from just above the ankle from those low kicks.
He's going to have to be careful when he's stepping forward. He's still leaving that lead leg out so far for Fairchild to just kick it again and turn him around.
Yeah, he's so heavy on it.
He's got an absolute nasty knot on his lower left leg.
Jab off here. Jab off here.
You know Kyler's going to go right back to it whenever he can.
Nice catch.
Catches the kick.
Trying to bait him into getting on the ground.
Kyler doesn't want any part of it.
And ref makes him stand up.
I bet he goes right back to that calf kick.
You're right, Montana. He's very heavy on that lead leg to where every time he kicks it, he's off balance.
Right.
We've seen a TKO from leg strikes before. And if Kyler continues to land those low kicks, I wouldn't be surprised if we see it here tonight. 30 seconds to go in the round.
Talley seems to do pretty good here with the clinch work on the cage.
Great frame by Kyler. He's able to keep Raheem's face away so he can't.
And he is just destroying.
Wow. Raheem with the elbows.
That was right on the chin, and he recovered quickly. Look at this, amazing combo!
Wow.
Beautiful way to end that round.
What a way to end the opening round. Luckily, it is above the eyebrow. Second round of this pro lightweight or light heavyweight bout.
You first. No space. There you go. Nice check. Nice shot, Raheem. Where's he going? Stay behind the guy. Just like I said. Nothing there. Stick the two to the bottom.
Man, that eye's swelling up fast.
And at this time, let's bring in from the coach's corner, Craig Campbell, to kind of give us his breakdown on what we've seen thus far.
So into the second round, it looks like Raheem really understands that he's got to get that leg off the ground. He's pre-checking as he moves in, trying to take the weight off. Mouthpiece just getting thrown from the mouth. Fairchild is landing cleaner, but Talley is landing bigger. I think that's where the fight is headed right now.
Well, a phenomenal breakdown by the Bellator veteran Craig Campbell will be joining us back in the commentary booth here shortly.
Raheem just is so boxer heavy right now. Oh, he gets poked again.
Oh, man.
Oh.
And that will be a point deduction, I imagine.
Has to be, yeah.
That was the other eye, it looked like.
Let's see if we can bring up the replay here and see what happened. As the video truck is looking, here we go. Yep, just extends again with that open palm.
And went right into the other eye. So Fairchild has taken pokes in both of the eyes tonight.
This will definitely be a point deduction. Hopefully the fight can continue. And let's take a look at the eye poke from round one. You see Kyler looking to throw a shot, and then Rakeem just extends that hand, pokes it into the right eye.
You just can't do that. You can't stand there and have your fingers extended
fingers
so
open,
much.
yeah.
Well, as tough as Kyler Fairchild is, I can guarantee you he's going to want to continue this fight. But the doctors are inside the cage, and they may have other plans.
The crowd in support of him standing, hoping that we can continue this fight.
Seeing if he can read the fingers. Oh, no. Seems like he's really struggling.
Yeah, he's bringing his head back to try and see how many fingers he's holding up.
Well, and the doctor's putting his hand on that hematoma,
Yeah.
which is definitely got to be excruciating
Oh,
pain.
yeah, that's probably.
Maybe that's what it is.
That makes sense.
So touching the knot on my head makes it hard to concentrate.
You're welcome.
Are they calling it? Or does he have more time?
Well, they're looking to wipe the eye of Kyler Fairchild to see if he can see after he wipes the sweat and blood from both of those eyes. Hopefully this fight can continue. Not the way either fighter would like this fight to go. And let's take a look at the poke that just happened again. It's just Kyler Fairchild throwing that jab and Rakeem extending with an open palm.
Oh, no. He's got to be able to read the numbers that the doctor holds up. He's calling it. It seems like.
They're going to give him the full 5 minutes to recover. And if he is not able to see the amount of fingers that the doctors are holding up, obviously this fight will be off.
Man, how unfortunate.
Well, and you just don't ever want to see a fight in that way. You want to give these guys every opportunity to finish the fight and leave it in their own hands. Unfortunately, that does not happen. Let's take a look at some of the action from this fight so far. Beautiful leg kicks there by Fairchild. Opens up the combinations.
Man.
Tally landing some fights, and the fight is gonna continue.
Wow, wonderful.
This crowd is
loves
on
to
their
see it.
feet.
At 1 point, taken away from Rakeem.
Let's see if Fairchild makes him pay for that eye poke.
It looks like he's making the effort to actually close his hand
Back
out.
on that leg.
Oh!
Right on the button. He rolls to try and avoid another punch to the face. But Fairchild is relentless.
Nasty elbows. Fairchild
goes for
gets
the trip.
taken
Nice
down.
trip and takedown.
And this is exactly what Tally wants. He's got to have time to recover because he was rocked from that shot of Fairchild.
And this is where Kyler does not want to be with his fight with Jakori Savage. Just anytime it got to the ground, he was able to get controlled and not ever make his way back up to his feet. So that's probably a hole that Rakeem saw in Kyler's team.
And with 3 minutes to work, definitely not the position Fairchild wants to be in. Got to start working to get back to his feet.
Looks like he's looking to stand.
Wow, good
Great stand up from Fairchild.
Was able to create some space and immediately put his butt to the cage and stand back up. And Tally is doing everything he can to hang on. And I imagine Fairchild is going to go straight back to those low kicks.
Yeah, if he just stays on those, he could get a stoppage with that.
Absolutely.
Big, heavy shots from Kyler.
Got to be careful, though.
Good counter from Tally. Looks like they're both timing here for a good shot.
That left leg of Tally is just being brutalized, but he fires back with some beautiful shots that land on Kyler Fairchild.
If I was Kyler, I would stay heavy on those leg kicks. I mean, Tally is just basically giving it to him.
Yeah. Oh, with the slip from Rakeem.
It was a nice head kick he delivered, though.
He's going into the guard now. With about a minute left. Heavy ground and pound by Kyler to the body of Rakeem.
Nice heavy punches to the body. Great head pressure from Fairchild.
Right here in front of the commentary booth, Kyler Fairchild is looking to get a stoppage in the second round.
Coming down to our last 30
seconds
to go in round number 2.
Rakeem's just trying to pull him in tight to not take too much damage.
Elbow there.
Keeping that top pressure on him.
And Fairchild is just smothering
covering
Tally,
the mouth.
covering his mouth, looking to disrupt that breathing. And
big
shots.
Forcing Tally to move. Man, Fairchild is one warrior. I mean, he got poked in the eye, both eyes each time, and came back with a vengeance.
Yeah,
Dominating
trying to
again.
finish.
Well, our third and final round of this light heavyweight contest between Kyler Fairchild and Rakeem Tally is underway. And if you're Fairchild, why do you change the game plan? You don't. You go back to those low kicks.
Back to the heavy hooks, back to the low kicks.
Whoa. Tally's doing a good job getting through those hands.
Body lock attempt from Kyler here.
Stay under. You should have stayed under. That's fine. Stay under. That's good.
Fairchild looking for a takedown.
Oh, and he gets a beautiful
execution.
Flares the legs, lands straight, inside control. Tap!
He gets the tap!
Wow! I didn't even see the angle. Yeah. Was it a Von Flu?
Kyler Fairchild wins by submission in the third round.
I'd like to see the replay here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 54 seconds of the third round for your winner by way of tap out due to Von Flu choke out of Frisco, Texas, Kyler KB Fairchild.
I am here with your winner, Kyler Fairchild. Kyler, you had to dig deep. You got poked in the eye twice. How badly were you hurt, and was your vision compromised from those eye pokes?
Oh, for the first 4 minutes, I was seeing double. I couldn't focus. The second one, he got me good. I mean, I know it wasn't intentional. He's trying to play defense, do what he can, but boy, I sucked.
Well, that's 2 wins in your professional career. Your only loss comes from the man challenging for the heavyweight strap tonight. What's next for you in your career?
Anybody at 205 can get that smoke. Who wants it?
Well, it was a very impressive finish. Is that something that you've been working in your camps?
Oh, absolutely. I'm working with one of the best teams in the state, one of the best teams in the country right now. All my guys at Next Gen, Coach Chris, Coach Austin, Raphael, all my guys up there, killers. Just give these boys a shout out. They're the ones that got me ready for this. 8 weeks of getting my ass whooped, but man, it made it worthwhile coming out here and getting to put on it for you guys.
Well, I can't wait to see you back here inside the cage. It was an honor to call your fight. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Kyler Fairchild.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is scheduled for 3 rounds at a catchweight as we continue with PFC 27 here at the Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas. Introducing to you first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. This man holds a mixed martial arts record consisting of 3 wins against 2 defeats. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighed in officially at 130 pounds. He joins us this evening from Mudrow, Oklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jett the Gun Shell. And across the PFC steel, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a karate fighter holding a professional record that stands perfect. 2 bouts, 2 victories, no defeats. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighed in officially at 131 pounds. Proudly fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the undefeated Colton Loud.
Well, a wealth of experience in the corner of Colton Loud, Malik Lewis, lightweight champion here at PFC, Eric Sands, phenomenal wrestling coach, UFC veteran, Mark De La Rosa in his corner. Can he remain undefeated, or will Jett Shell be successful with the upset attempt? Flying knee.
Huge flying knee up again.
Beautiful takedown here by Colton.
Inside trip to the
Oh, by Colton already. Wow.
And that's what you like to see. Put the wrestler on his back.
Yeah.
He's not where he wants to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Great head pressure here by Colton as he looks to pass.
And Jett's head is just up against the cage right now. Able to make his way back up to his feet, though. Seems like Colton's really looking for something flying or jumping.
Really attacking that center line, trying to keep Jett from getting lower level changes.
Beautiful inside leg kick there by Colton. Gets popped with a jab, though, and gets hit with a...
Whoa! Big KO! He is out!
Colton Loud!
The moment that knee landed,
that was it. Jett Shell.
Wow! Beautiful by Colton.
Colton Loud with the huge clinch knee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute of the first round for your winner by knockout and still undefeated, Colton Loud.
I am here with your winner, Colton Loud. Colton, you told me yesterday you were going to get it done in the first round in spectacular fashion, and you did just that, my friend. How you feeling right now?
I feel like I'm on top of the world. Let's go, baby. Hey, thank everyone for coming out to support me. And it really means the best. Without y'all, without that energy, that probably wouldn't have happened.
Well, it was a fantastic performance, and if we could pull up the replay here and take a look at that knee, it was absolutely insane. He threw a shot, and then you just hit him with that switch knee and shut the lights out. Let's take a look at your work right here.
It's that right hook right there. I cracked with the right hook, pulled his head down in the knee, and yeah, I mean, we practice that all the time. We knew what we were getting ourselves into. That dude's a dog, man. Kept coming forward. That first knee was solid, man, but hey. Oh, man. Like I said, all respect to him. He's a dog. He came in my backyard. Hey, let's give it a round of applause for him.
Well, let's put your hands together for both fighters.
Hey, shout out Vake Custom Studio, LG Landscape, McBride Transmission, The River, Tribe, Genesis Jiu-Jitsu, 33 Sports, Inked Up, Purple Care, Ovens, Summit Construction, Broccoli Hemp Co., Dexter's Laboratory, Fort Worth Finest, Knockout Fades with a Clean Fade, Champions Fitness, Aspire, Fuel the Fire, and NMR Pipeline, baby.
Well, there's no doubt about it. You are an absolute phenom. Let's give it up for your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Colton Loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, here from Frisco, Texas, it is now time for our PFC 27 co-main event of the evening. 3 rounds at a catchweight. Introducing to you first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. She's a striker, holding a record of 7 wins against 4 losses. Standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing officially at 140 pounds. Joining us from Swandorf, Germany by way of Denver, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Katharina, German Gypsy Lehner. And across the PFC steel, her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's also a striker, holding a record of 4 wins against 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, also weighed in at an identical 140 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Abril Mulan Anguiano.
Our co-main event of the evening, 3 5-minute rounds. Abril Anguiano taking on Katharina Lehner. Katharina comes out and establishes center control of the cage.
Starts throwing out jabs immediately.
Eats a counter right on the way in. Both ladies exchanging shots.
Both girls very good strikers. I'm going to be very surprised if one tries to take it to the mat.
Yeah, I agree. I think both these women want to stand and bang with each other.
Yeah.
Beautiful 3-2 there by Anguiano.
Abril switching back and forth from stances.
Both of them being very deliberate in their attacks, kind of trying to probe and see what's going to be open later. You can see that strong boxing background.
Right, crisp.
Set for the next punch.
Good. It's there, throw it. There it is.
Doubles up on that hook is Anguiano.
Yep, it's there all day, Cat. It's there all day. 1-2 fire. Where's she go? Good, good. Keep the hands high. Keep touching those straight punches. Take some things, left change.
What Katharina's doing good is she's being first and she's throwing volume after Abril lands. So Abril seemed to kind of be waiting because she knows she's got a little crisper boxing. Like that.
Yeah, Abril wants to counter a little bit more.
Yeah, get her in this corner. Bring her over here. Keep coming forward. Keep coming forward. Get her. Yep, touch.
Get her against that cage. Level changes. Hunt.
Abril's just so deliberate with her footwork. She's not willing to engage or set if she doesn't feel comfortable and good, and that just shows, you know, the skill level.
Big left hand by Katharina there.
Both fighters continuing to throw combinations. Both fighters landing.
At this point, 3 minutes into the round, I still feel it's like anybody's round right now. Nobody's really taken this and made it theirs.
I completely agree. One of these fighters really has to turn it up at the end of this round to pull it out.
Very back and forth from both girls.
Fate in 3-2.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Katharina go low, hit those legs, try to take a little power out of her hands.
And you can see the stance switches from Abril are causing some confusion there for Katharina. She's doing a great job at transitioning from orthodox to southpaw.
That
Really
shot
strong.
from Katharina really stunned Abril. Made her back up a little bit.
And it seems like...
And she goes high with the head kick.
I was going to say, it seems like Katharina is having more success when Abril is standing in that orthodox position.
Very nice three. Again with the 3-2, that's starting to land with frequency.
Yeah, I feel
10
like
seconds to go in our opening round.
the end of this round could be solidifying it for Katharina. Just being more diverse with her strikes, throwing some head kicks.
Yeah.
Second round of this co-main event bout. Beautiful two there by Abril.
Abril smartly starting to attack low on the legs now.
Nice little step and jab from Katharina, and beautiful. Abril comes back with one, really heavy.
Again, that outside movement and the shifting, it's just hard to get set and get a beat on your opponent. Nice
Beautiful check there. Oh! Beautiful combination there by Abril. Katharina immediately starts to fire back though.
Yeah, it does seem that when Abril stands in front of Katharina, she's able to land. But when she's moving side to side and getting her lateral movement going, it's very difficult for Abril to land. Ooh.
Slip there from Abril.
Tries to clinch up a little bit, throw some knees.
Still no takedown attempt.
Yeah, probably not going to see that.
Pretty sure we're going to know who's desperate if that happens.
Yeah.
Not looking
That's
like
just-
the ladies are going to make that happen.
Yeah, that's just what we have not seen from them in their past fights.
Ooh.
but Katharina's starting to show it a little bit. Act like she's level changing there.
The crowd starting to chant here. Just over 2 minutes to go in the second round.
Mix it all up here. Mix it up. Circle off the level stage. Don't let him get up 3-2. Don't let him set up here. Let's go.
And that's the thing, is every time Katharina starts to drive forward, Abril will shift off, change stances. And now she has to reset, refine her range. Doing a good job there picking at her, though.
Come up. Send it. Good speed. Good speed. Good. On 97. Get her against that cage. Hunt her down. Touch her. Let's go. Get ready to circle. She's blitzing.
Craig, seeing both of these ladies and what they're bringing to the table tonight, what are the keys to victory for both of them as we head towards the third round?
Well, I think Abril's doing some good things right there, a good shift out to an uppercut. But she needs to get a little more active on volume. I feel like Katharina's doing good things. I think she needs to level change and get a little bit more brawly. I mean, if she got this a little dirtier.
Oh, here she goes.
Right here. I think
for this
that
body
is a good.
lock. See if she gets this takedown here up against the cage.
A takedown or a trip, and that's a round.
To the cage. You've got a good overhook. Believe in it. Don't let Wizard go.
Looking to land some knees here. Pushing Abril up against the cage.
You're good. Hold that Wizard.
Because this is somewhere where she can win the fight and win the rounds with Abril.
Push in and then out. Go. Good. Keep working behind.
Well, and in such a close fight, you know, that control really matters. What else do you have to judge on but this person was being held by this person, and that's how close these rounds have been.
Way to stuff the takedown. Great job.
Well, Katharina looking to steal the second round. Fighting for this takedown. Can she get it in the final
Big shots
seconds?
by Katharina.
Oh, heavy shots to close the round. Final round of our co-main event. Abril Anguiano, Katharina Lehner, PFC 27. A very close two rounds to this co-main event. Who will dig deep and pull out a victory tonight? Katharina pumping that jab.
Abril with those crisp left hands.
A lot of action, and these ladies are still a good pace, good cardio, very good cardio on both of these ladies.
Both ladies have quick hands. They're still landed flush.
Both have eaten some heavy shots, fired back some heavy shots, and continuing to push the pace.
Great combination there from Katharina. 3-punch combo.
Abril does like an interesting like half Philly. She puts her elbows out. It's pretty effective. Unorthodox for MMA, but
Hands are tight. She's tired. Hands are tight. Back to my little kid.
Beautiful combination from Abril.
Big 1-2 lands from Abril as she switches stances.
and so much feinting going on still into the middle of the third round here.
Well, that jab sends Abril backwards.
Keep hunting her down. Let's keep hunting her down. This is fucking your fight. This is your cage.
Oh!
Knocks Abril
Slips
down.
1-2.
And again.
Abril showing a chin.
That power from Katharina.
Both ladies standing in the phone booth and exchanging shots. Katharina getting the best of those exchanges, but Abril fires back, just missing with that straight two.
Output. She can't hurt you. She can't do it. Let's go.
Here, Catherine's corner egging her on, telling her she can't hurt you. Push, push.
Yeah, they
I don't know if that's true, but.
Well, you're starting to see Katharina break down Abril.
Oh, and Abril's really bleeding now, coming out the nose and the mouth.
And it's always my problem with trying to counter.
Yeah, she's waiting a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And then she's getting stunned with those hard shots by Katharina.
And as the fight goes on, if you're not first that quarter second or that little bit that you're delayed, it's like a mile. 2 minutes left here in this third and final round. Big exchanges. I mean, they just cracking each other. Reset, do it again.
Throws her off with the level change attempt, comes up over the top is Lehner.
Big left hand.
A beautiful shot, but then immediately eats one and another.
These girls are throwing.
Keep touching. Stay sharp here. Let's go, hands tight. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you got to check hook too. Look at that shit. She's exhausted. Look at that. Yours is better than hers. Hit her with it straight.
I mean, the confidence coming from the corner of Katharina Lehner. They are telling her she has everything it takes to get a finish in this third round. Just under a minute to go. Can she make it happen?
Yeah, I'm not sure what these ladies think the score is, but I feel like Katharina has a little bit of sense of urgency, and Abril's just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it's close, but.
Right. Oh, it's very close.
Katharina takes a look up at the clock. 30 seconds to go in the third and final round. Both ladies throwing leather.
They're trying to put a stamp on the end of this fight.
I have a feeling when they hear that clacker, it's going to go. I got a feeling we're about to see them throw, guys.
10 seconds to go.
Here it is. Here it is.
Oh, the head of Abril snapping back.
What a way to close out the co-main event.
What a war.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. The judges see the fight 30-27, 29-28, and 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Katharina German Gypsy Lehner.
And
I am here with your winner, Katharina. What an absolute war that was. What was the game plan coming in here, and did anything surprise you at all?
The game plan was to take her down because her ground game is her weakness. But I was like, my boxing is better, so I just keep standing. Boxing is not that exhausting for me, so yeah.
It was an extremely close fight. When the judges were reading the decision, did you feel like you had done enough to get the win tonight?
I didn't see anything close here, so I was sure I had that fight.
Well, when can we expect to see you back here inside the PFC cage?
I might be back in May. We will see.
Well, it was an honor to call your fight. Congratulations. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Katharina Lehner.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Comerica Center here in Frisco, Texas, the moment has arrived for all those in attendance here in Frisco and everyone watching around the world on Peak Pass. It's time for your PFC 27 main event of the evening. 5 rounds for the PFC Heavyweight Championship. This event is sanctioned by the Texas State Athletic Commission, Commissioner Arturo Martinez. Our 3 judges scoring our main event at cage side will be Gabriel Adumatioge, Seth Fuller, and Birchie Stillwater. The referee in charge when the bell sounds is Aaron Menard. Introducing to you first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. This man is a striker, holding an impressive mixed martial arts record that stands at 3 wins against a single defeat. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing officially at a ready 261 pounds. Fighting out of Bay Minette, Alabama by way of Plano, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the #1 contender, presenting Jakori, the absolute savage. And now his adversary fighting to my right out of the red corner. He is a kickboxer holding an outstanding mixed martial arts record that consists of 4 victories against a single blemish. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing officially at a ready 257 pounds. Fighting out of Dothan, Alabama by way of Austin, Texas. He is the reigning and defending the undisputed PFC Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Braxton, the beautiful monster Smith. Referee in charge, Aaron Menard, here to give instructions.
Gentlemen, whatever the rules in the back, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, you want? Let's do this.
Well, no touch of gloves from the heavyweight champ and Jakori Savage as Jakori looks to seek his revenge tonight and shut the lights out of the heavyweight champion. Will we see the same thing we saw in their first contest, or does Jakori have enough to get it done? Do not blink. Immediately, Jakori comes out and establishes center control. Braxton pressing forward now.
Braxton's just trying to take his time here. Not overextend too quick.
What Jakori's got to be careful of, though, is those big bursts of energy from Braxton, because he will rush forward in an instant and lay some of the heaviest shots.
Just like that. A huge crack after you. So much power. Oh my goodness! And Jakori is down again. Back up, and he's out. Another huge knockout by the beautiful beast.
Holy crap!
Almost exactly the same as the first knockout.
Braxton, the beautiful monster,
that power
is an absolute problem.
That power is just absolutely insane from Braxton.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 44 seconds of the first round. For your winner by knockout, and still the undisputed PFC Heavyweight Champion, Braxton, the beautiful monster, Smith.
I am here with the undisputed heavyweight champion, Braxton Smith. Braxton, that was one of the most spectacular finishes we've ever seen, but you're 5 for 5 with those types of finishes. How good does it feel to get it done, especially after the drama between you two guys?
It feels amazing getting it done. I knew I was going to do it in the first round again. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Appreciate my people from Austin and San Antonio coming out. Appreciate you guys.
Well, there was some words exchanged between you and the corner after the fight. What exactly happened there?
One of his cornermen, I guess one of his teammates, he been talking shit since the last fight, so he mad about what happened, but I do that shit all the time. I do it to you.
Well, it was a spectacular finish. What's next for you? Obviously, you're the reigning and defending heavyweight champion. Are you looking at a move up to the UFC, or where do you see your career going next?
Defend my title in Albuquerque for Peak, May 6th.
Well, you heard it here first. The undisputed heavyweight champion, Braxton Smith.
I want to thank all my sponsors, Goats Arena, Live Fight, Live Fit Train, the Fight Card Podcast, and Savage Boxing. I love you, Tina. Love you, Abril and Penelope. Thank you.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out to PFC 27, Smith versus Savage. Be sure to subscribe on Peak Pass, and we will see you next month in Texarkana.